media covers your story will be built from the ground up. King, dominate. He's the one, the only, motherfucker Jason Lee.
Welcome back to an all-new episode of the Jason Lee Podcast. My next guest is somebody I've known for many, many years, and we ironically have shown up on the same networks at the same damn time. Well, now he's here, and hopefully this is not his last interview because he has us all worried about his health, but he looks very healthy today and prestigious. Please welcome singer, songwriter, producer, TV executive, entrepreneur, mogul, and tech boss, and now the master of the internet, Ray J. Obviously, you're a different Ray J than the last time I saw you at the Impact Awards last year. You came, maybe rushed. You found out about it at the last minute, and you weren't really dressed accordingly. So it's good to see today that you're giving us something different.
Thank you. I felt like it was important moving forward to present myself as I should, not as I feel. And so I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
So for those of you that may have been living under a rock, we have the Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards where we honored everybody from Whoopi Goldberg and so many other people, Babyface anyway.
Babyface.
Ray J popped up at the award show, and this is when I know we have to be related in spirit some way. Because when I was in the room, they said, Ray J is here, and let me show you a picture of what Ray J was wearing. This is a picture of Ray J at the Impact Awards. And as you see, I'm in black tie and he was dressed a little bit more comfortable.
No, I had a bulletproof vest on.
Right.
Yeah, because it was dangerous that week. And plus I was at the Impact Awards. And so if it was gonna be a big impact, I was preparing myself. But it was very prestigious. It was very sophisticated.
Yes. So they come to me in crisis, and they're like, Ray J has shown up, and they said a vest. Thank God we didn't know it was a bulletproof vest at the time. We probably would have thought something else was going on. You do roll with Whack 100. You do roll with the people. Okay.
They are the most professional people I work with.
They are.
Yep.
But they also don't play. You don't either.
At times.
Okay.
You don't either.
At times.
Exactly.
So I roll up, I'm like, what's going on? I find Ray standing there. He has on this vest, his friend is in shorts, and he looks at me, and I'm like, what's going on? You're not dressed. And he looks at me and he says, are you gonna kick me out? But you did it in a serious, but then you cracked a smile face because you know you're a nut out here on this internet streets. Were you streaming that?
No.
Okay, you were just in
because when I come, you're my friend, so I just want to come through, but I didn't film nothing. I was outside after I couldn't get in, like, and I was like, nah, I'm just go home.
I really thought, okay, we're gonna go viral because I thought he was, but the way he did it was like, you're gonna kick me out, but he was laughing because he know damn well first let me be clear, you're welcome everywhere I am, you know that?
Yes.
Okay. You just gotta.
But then why wasn't I welcome?
Because you weren't dressed the part. You were dressed like you were going to a shootout in,
I don't know why.
Carson.
I don't know why I do the opposite. A lot of times I'll wear a suit or I'll wear like 3 suits like in 3 days. And, it's really for nothing. And then when it's time to like be somewhere and do something, the other me kicks in and they're like, yo, just like you don't give a fuck. Go out there and just do you. And so that's when that happens, which is not okay.
Ray J, why do you have the United States flag on your suit?
Well, because I'm an American citizen.
I get it, but why?
And I'm happy to be an American.
I understand that. I'm happy to be an American. I actually pledge allegiance at every council meeting now that I'm elected, but why do you have a flag on your?
Well, this was a gift from somebody big in politics. I don't want to get started with it, but yeah, this is a
Was it from Trump?
I don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
Let's just go right there.
I don't want to dive into it because what it is I think politics are made and catered for different people at different times of their life. So, I think politics is like sexuality.
Meaning it's fluid.
Meaning it's TMI, right?
Okay.
It's too much information, you know what I mean? Because some people are going this way because it's good for their family and for their future. And then another person might be going another way because this is what matters to them and what they've been going through. So it's very different for everybody. And so once you start saying what you represent or who you're gonna support, it creates and sparks up so many different things, kind of like religion.
Yeah. Well, the minute you hear, like, you know, we're both friendly with Amber Rose. You're friends with Amber.
Amber's like my best friend.
And she's MAGA now. She's
yeah,
all in it.
Yeah, she's heavy. And she, you know what, she's been doing great. And I think the future for what she's doing, even in that world, is far beyond what people can imagine. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to have differences and have friends that you can relate to at the same time. But I love Amber. Like, me and Amber is like this.
Now, when Kanye was here, we talked about him wearing the red hat, and he said, I didn't wear the hat because I believed in MAGA. I wore the red hat because I believe I should have the right to feel and express how I want.
Absolutely.
Do you feel Amber Rose's support for Trump in that whole MAGA world, given what's happening around the world today, is that same sentiment, or she just really believes in all his policies?
Absolutely. I think she believes in the movement, but then also she's honest with herself. And I think she's been very outspoken. But, you know, when you get to know her, she's one of the sweetest people in the world. She's super loyal. She's extremely smart. And she really has her shit together. You know, and again, when you're in this vortex that we're in, you have the hero and then you have the villain. But a lot of times the villain is everybody's hero, you know, and can relate. You look at the WWE, you got Hulk Hogan, and then you got the Undertaker, right? Undertaker is hired as well to be the bad guy. He comes out, everybody boos every time. You get what I mean? So the booing and the fans not fucking with you, you know, that's okay. Because without that, there's no this. Even at Disneyland, there's the bad guy. The kids don't want to take a picture, but they're still intrigued with the bad guy, but they, you know, stand in line for Minnie and Mickey. So there's a place for villains, and I think the underdog is the villain, and I think eventually they understand their role, and then they flip it, and then they're the hero all in due time.
So you think now that because obviously a lot of people are not happy with her in the culture, you think that she'll flip that one day and be the hero?
I think she's the hero now in her world and what she does and her beliefs. And, you know, she's one of my heroes.
Most people, you know, when they jump to the MAGA, their friends, they start scattering. What makes you stay loyal to her or still her best friend, given where she stands politically?
Well, when you're my friend and when we family and you like my sister, good or bad, I'm with you. Right or wrong, happy or sad, you know? And I think she's really made an impact over the past year and a half, 2 years, and the things that she's about to do is powerful. And, you know, I think that there's no bad thing that she's ever done as far as her being herself. And I support her, you know, I support her. She supports me when I'm going off the deep end, and she pulls me back, you know, away from the ledge. And it happens a lot. And, you know, we talk about a lot of cool things. And so I got her back, and everybody's misunderstood in different ways for different genres, you know, but it's America. We should all be able to have differences and debate and talk it through. You know, I think that's the most important thing about being in America and being an American.
So the flag, did she connect you with Trump to get that, or do you have your own relationship with him?
Yeah, no, Amber and I, we talk about, you know, politics, but I got my own relationships, you know, and then together, it's even more powerful in all aspects of the game, though. Streaming, TV, and the list goes on.
But if you're friends with Trump, why didn't you get Diddy out?
Me?
Yeah.
Getting Diddy out?
Yeah.
Well, you got to understand, the pardons I don't think are happening yet, but I think before he leaves office, I think he's gonna issue out a lot of pardons. And so if Diddy is in there still, I don't see why Trump wouldn't consider it. You know, I'm just speaking from my mind, but you know, he's gotten out some real figures that you know are super smart and super dedicated to the streets. You got Harry O, Kodak Black, and you know, a lot of other people that people don't know, but by offhand, those are two people that I know he personally pardoned. And I've been able to spend time with both of them. I actually took Kodak to Mar-a-Lago.
And how did that go?
It went.
First of all, when you get to the gate, is your name on the gate? Do you have to call ahead of time? Do you just go live? Because at this point, you're burning the streaming streets down. Like, how do you pull up? Or do you just pull up?
I just pull up. Pastor Scott and Kareem are two of his close associates, and Pastor Scott's one of his pastors that he listens to and he trusts. And Pastor Scott's my pastor, and he's one of my close friends. And so that's how it all connected.
And so you just pulled up to Kodak Black and...
No, I was there a lot of times. So I told Kodak he should pull up. Despite what other people are feeling or saying, I mean, he pardoned you. So, you know, pull up, you know what I mean? And come say what's up. I got it all cleared, you plus whoever. And so...
Kodak Black from Florida plus whoever?
Plus whoever.
Pulling up to Mar-a-Lago.
Pulling up to Mar-a-Lago. He had a good time.
And so when you're in a private meeting or private moment with Trump, is it the Trump we all see on TV with the politics and all the craziness going on, or is it a different Trump when you're in the room?
I think he's the same all the time. I don't think he switches up, and I think that's why he has such a big following, is because he's always just been true to what he does, and so it's always been the same. And we got a chance to sit down and talk about some real heavy stuff.
And so are you dressed today as a future congressman, senator? What's inspiring today's outfit?
Oh, well, I can't be a congressman. I can invest and be behind the scenes, but I can't. I would lose because they'll just put my dick up on camera and be like, hey, man, you want this guy to, you know what I mean? So I think that I lose from that alone. But as far as supporting and being there in all different ways behind the scenes, I like.
You think that would? You think you wouldn't? You have name ID. People know who you are. You grew up in communities that are struggling, need representation. You can call anybody you want.
I thought about being the mayor of Carson.
Really?
Yeah, but then I said, you know what? My cousin Ryan Ramsey, could be the perfect mayor, and then we support him.
You could get behind him.
Exactly.
But Ryan is on tour. He everywhere Brandy is right now.
He's also the co-president of Salon Co.
Okay.
And so, you know, that's a mega position. So once he finishes that run, I think, 10 years from now, I think Ryan will be a perfect candidate for mayor of Carson.
So today's outfit is you're showing up this way. Why?
I'm showing up this way because I felt like, I wanted to give you your flowers. I wanted to come dressed appropriitely for the celebration. We have BET now. Wow.
We are at BET.
Got a lot for BET, and that's a big thing. And I see you evolving, and so I wanted to make sure you knew that I do care, and that I'm turning a new leaf, moving forward into 2026.
So are you turning a new leaf?
Turning a new leaf.
Okay, everybody watching this show right now is not knowing what leaf is getting ready to be turned. Because the one thing about you're highly entertaining, extremely unpredictable, and we never know what's actually happening. So what does turning a new leaf mean to you today?
So, excuse me. Wow, some good water.
Because right now I'm talking to the same person that just said, fucking people and shit everywhere. We're gonna get to all of that. Okay. I just, I'm trying to slowly get into all the things because there's so many directions this interview can go.
I think it should go in all directions.
It will.
Okay.
So you're going in a new direction, or there's a new leaf. What does that mean?
I think that what that means is that, you can only go so far up until you have to come down off the mountain and then climb the next mountain.
Okay.
And I think I've reached the peak, understanding these new algorithms, understanding these new impressions. I've learned what to do as far as if I want to break something new, like break a new brand.
Yeah.
Like the Rainbow app we got coming out. It's like Twitch.
What app?
It's called Rainbow. Rainbow.
No, because you had the gay agency.
I have the
gay agency.
Yeah, the gay
where
agency.
you manage gay people.
I mean, managing gay people is a lot. I sit on the board of the agency.
Pause.
I mean, sitting on the board is crazy.
Pause.
I do, but I'm
crazy.
It is.
Know your audience.
But there's a gay board, a gay agency board.
And you're on the board.
Yeah.
Why haven't I been asked to be on the board?
Well, we still getting it to a certain level.
Okay.
I think once we present that to you, we want to have a little bit more.
The next tier of gays.
Exactly.
Got it.
Not the next tier of gays.
I mean, because there are tiers. Like at CAA, they got, I may be on this shelf, but then you may have like Tom Cruise. At agencies, there are tiers.
So Tom Cruise is gay?
No.
That's what we're.
What I'm saying is in agencies, there are different levels of clientele. So I'm saying, are you going to bring me on the board when you have like the Billy Porter, the Coleman Domingos?
I'll show you where we are.
Okay.
We'll sit down and I can show you everything we got going on, but it's powerful.
Okay.
And I'm, with the next Gay Pride, I'm sponsoring it. It's called Ray Pride, and it's chilling, to be able to collaborate with so many great people, especially the agency.
How are you turning Gay Pride into Ray Pride?
I'm just a sponsor, so mine is a 501c3, and you know how they have Gay Pride, G-A-Y Pride.
Yes.
So mine is R-A, and then I'm the Y. So I'm like, hey, that's the thing.
You're not.
I'm like this though. Why?
You're not.
I am.
But what is that representing?
It's just another sponsor supporting the LGBTQIA+.
So it will be an event for the gay community.
Yeah, sponsoring the events that's happening. I'm one of the sponsors.
Got it.
Helping support with,
So
funds.
you would book artists there?
No, whatever shows they already have going on,
Okay.
I'm one of the sponsors.
Got it. Okay. So Ray Pride would be a sponsor of Gay Pride.
Exactly.
And then you'd bring the gay agency out.
Absolutely.
Got it. And why is it important for you to support the gay community so much?
I mean, I have a lot of gay friends, and I have a lot of people that I work with in the industry who are gay. I don't look at it as gay or straight. Mm-hmm. But if we are talking about it, then yeah, I mean, it's important to collaborate with friends. And I think a lot of straight people don't really want to not support. Mm-hmm. They just don't know how. Mm-hmm.
You're going to teach them.
I'm just gonna do me and just be true to who I am and true to what I support. And I support my friends, and we got gay relatives and all kind of stuff. So it's hard for people to look away when the community is always with us.
Right. Okay, so speaking of friends, let's go back to Amber Rose. Why did Joseline say y'all slept together during College Hill?
You know what? I never had a problem with Joseline, mm-hmm. right? And then out of nowhere, she just started to talk a bunch of shit about me and Amber. It was confusing because we've always been cool.
You and Joseline?
Yeah, absolutely. And just because me and Amber are like that, I didn't understand why she was so mad at me because of the situation that happened with them. And she said a lot of stuff. And then I said one thing. I went, and I haven't heard anything since.
What did you say?
I went crazy. Because it was to like part 7 or part 8, she kept going. Mm-hmm. And I got nothing but love for her. And I barely talk shit about women because I don't believe in that. Mm-hmm. But it had to be done in defense. And it was still tasteful, but it was long. It was like 14 minutes.
Of a rant that you did?
Mm-hmm. I did it recently.
And so what, for those of us that missed it, what were some of the things that you mentioned?
I mentioned that this is enough is enough. As far as if I was to take it into Ray J mode, I was talking about must and all this other stuff. Being musty and shit like that.
And so when you called her one of the dirtiest people that you ever knew.
So yeah, that was the one.
No, I know.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, I just wanted you to say it.
Oh, I didn't think you saw. I'm like, he didn't see it? That's crazy. Yeah, I felt that way, I said I forgot all the things that
But you mean dirty and like dirty as in like bad politics or like filthy?
No, just in slimy moves. Slimy moves in Ratchet City. Mm-hmm. And you're directing it over to somebody who is in the same space, who gives no fucks just like you. And so I tried to give it the benefit of the doubt for a while. And then eventually, like, we have to do the same thing. We're both experts in our own right in Ratchet City. And I felt like it was needed at that time. And plus, I didn't like all the stuff she was saying about Amber.
So when Michelle Obama says they go low, we go high, Cardi B says when they go low, we go to hell, where do you subscribe?
I see you in hell.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And so when she went there, you gave her a couple of moments and then you showed her you could meet her there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got nothing but still love and respect in some aspects, but I definitely have respect for her husband.
Yeah.
He's
cool.
a solid dude.
Yeah.
And so he has to ride with her. That's his wife. But he has to understand we have to do what we have to do too. It's business.
So, but do you think about her husband's feelings when you say that she's always musty, or do you?
Well, listen to what she was saying about me.
Yeah.
She was going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody should be able to defend themselves when there's verbal warfare.
Yeah.
And that's what I think that a lot of this is on the internet now. It's verbal warfare.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's all it should be.
Yeah.
I don't think it should go past that, but I think since it's a bunch of rah-rah and a bunch of this and that and people doing this and doing that, it's like, okay, it's no problem. We can do that too, very well. And keep it at that, That's how we want it to be. It could go either way. My job is to try to keep it this way and then stay professional in real time.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you're dressed today with the tie and the khakis and the jacket and the American flag on your chest with a fresh lineup, and you even got the peanut butter shoes. I mean, you are dressed the way I would go walking into the city council. But this is not the Ray J that literally, if I was to go to my phone right now and pull, like you're burning the internet down almost every day. Is that, which Ray J is real?
That's a good question.
That's the $1 million question.
It's hard to say. There's definitely both sides. If I was to turn into like this Ray J and then run home and check all the oppressions and look at all the funnels and then start to try to convert it to go, these 5 things worked, these didn't, so let's focus on these 5 and then run the numbers and find the funnel and just burn it out while finding new funnels. I mean, that's the me behind the scenes doing math and making sure things are all complete and consistent. And then I would love to have artists to do that for me, but when you spend a lot of money on networks and you try to build these new brands and you need these artists to do something and they don't, then I'm gonna do it and I can do it, right? And so I've been on the front line and I've been on the back end.
Okay. But that still doesn't tell me who's the real Ray J, because I will tell you, DDG sat right. DDG, you guys are close, right?
DDG and I are colleagues.
I heard y'all were besties.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I seen DDG at the poker event, and we've always kind of clashed on the streams. But I seen him, and I knew I was gonna walk by him, so I went DDG. He went Ray J, and that was it. So yeah.
But he sat here and showed me his back end and how much he's making in streaming. And then I saw you jump into streaming, and I know you're in tech, and people that may not know with Raytronics and all, like you've made lots of money doing that. We've talked about that before. I saw you get into streaming, and you did exactly what a person streaming does. You got extreme.
I got super extreme.
No,
That's a good word too.
No, so when you got into streaming, you went extreme. Like you can't, that's why I don't stream anymore, because when I was streaming, I used to burn it down all day long. And I was like, I get it. But once you took it and you literally ran with it. Was intentional, of course.
A lot of it is intentional. Yeah, a lot of it is very intentional. And a lot of it makes it go faster, but it's very risky. Mm-hmm. Like I've been playing a very risky game lately.
What part is risky?
Just all the loud things I've been saying, all the loud things I've been doing. I got really sick. I should listen to my doctor. I should listen to my mom. I've definitely fell by the wayside on that side. So I've been feeling like sick lately. But I fight through it, and the morale has been a little low, and the subject matter has been a little foul.
Okay, so can we go through all the things? There's so many headlines. Can we go through them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm here to talk to you. I'm here to get into you.
Pause.
Yeah. Sorry, John.
Know your audience.
Yeah.
So first, in February, you talked about a fan stole your heart monitor. What is the status of your heart today? And was that real?
Absolutely. So I control. I don't troll health.
Okay.
I think that's an invalid troll. There's so many things we could do to troll and to go loud. Playing around with your health is I just think it's a cheat code, and it's like I don't like it. I don't respect that troll. So yeah, no, I am still sick, and my heart was beating like 20%. Like it was only a 20%, and I got a callus in the left side of my heart.
What's that?
It's like a callus, like it's like dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so I've been taking everything from Protonics to Libiderm, those are good, to like 6 other bottles of pills that I gotta take every day, and I haven't been taking them lately, and I need to go see my doctor, get a refill, and start all over.
Wait, so when you say your heart is operating 25 to 60%, that's real?
Yeah, well, your heart only operates at 60%.
Okay.
65%, I think, tops. So at 20%, I'm already 33% out, you know? And I think if I keep doing this, there probably will be a reaction, a crazy sick moment. I've had them before in the past 6 months. I've been to Johns Hopkins in Detroit. I've been to Mountain View in Vegas, and I've been here in LA. If I do better, I'll get better. If I don't, then I won't, you know? So
what caused the heart challenges?
Just going too hard. If you see me on any show or see me streaming, I'll stay up for like 4 or 5 days straight and just work, and drink. And if I need to stay up, I'll pop Adderall, because I'm prescribed Adderall too, because I got heavy ADHD. And just being on a heavy mission, that can be stressful to like anybody going that hard. So I've been doing a lot, trying to survive, you know.
So when people online are debating whether or not the health stuff is you trolling or whatever, it's real.
1,000%.
So what is the doctor's diagnosis? I mean, do they say like it's gonna be something you can fix, or is it something that's just that's what it is gonna be?
Well, they talked about a pacemaker. They got the new little bitty mini pacemakers that they wanted to do right away. They still want to do it. I just feel like a pacemaker's a lot, you know? And I feel like if I do get more responsible, then I could get better. But I look at it like this, you know, either let me live or let me die.
But why feel that way if you have kids?
Absolutely.
You have a mom and dad and sister and family that loves you.
Either let me live and let me get through it and let me focus and let me dedicate myself to it, or shit, let it be over.
But when you said if you didn't have kids, you would not want to live. But what about for your mom, dad, and sister?
No, I do. But the kids are different, and they're after me, and they look up to me, and Princess as well. And I don't want to let them down in any way, form, or fashion. But I want to make sure if I do check out that they have a lot to work with, right? I don't want to go out light. I want to go out with a bang.
I mean, you know, obviously people have watched you growing up you grew up in everyone's homes as a kid. We've watched you. So when you come out and you say, my heart is failing, it's performing at 20%, you even went on to say you don't think you'll live past 2027, right?
No, that's what the doctor said if I don't do the right things.
Right, but you know, telephone, we hear it as he's gonna die in 2027. I mean, you scared fans, you scared everybody that loves you. I mean, your friends like me who's like, wow.
See, I didn't mean to, because if you look at that clip, it's clipped like 8 different times. I'm in 2 different outfits, and it's chopped up. But what I said in the full video without it being chopped up was if I keep moving like this and I keep doing the same thing I'm doing every day, the doctor guaranteed no 2027.
But are you making changes to prevent that from happening?
Yeah, I'm going like this.
Right, but that's not the way you change. You got to go like that.
I know, because I got better. I got a lot better.
Okay.
And then I'm like, all right, I'm better. Let's turn up.
And so then the blood came from your eyes during Valentine's Day performance.
So when that happened.
Was that real blood?
Yeah. So when it happened, I went back to the back and I tried to put some medicine in my eyes.
Okay.
And then when I came back, the medicine, because I had 2 sores under my eye.
Okay.
It leaked down. Then I ran back again and wiped them again, and then wiped my whole face before I went down in the crowd because I didn't want to like have that on people. But yeah, it was just a moment. But I cleaned it up.
Then that photographer came out and said it was fake blood. Was that somebody wanting to go viral for clout, or what was that?
I don't know. I just know that, when I went behind the DJ booth, I was trying to clean myself up. And put some medicine in my eyes so I could wipe it off. I don't want to go out to the crowd bleeding. That's just not okay.
Do you think because your antics, people don't know when to take you serious or not? Because we want to make sure you're good, but at the same time, when you go live, we like, Ray J, stop it.
Here's the thing.
Because today you look healthy. You look 100% today, which let's give it up. Ray J looks 100% today. Because obviously we all want you to live forever. We want you to stay healthy, but we never know when you go live. Blood is coming from your eye one day. Somebody says it's fake blood. Then your doctor says your heart's not working. Then you show up in a suit like a deacon. We don't know what's going on.
This is not deaconish.
That's deaconish.
Deacon, they don't wear the tan with the baby blue and then the dark blue. Deacons, I have a different tie with the stripes.
That is true.
And then the flower stripes,
Yeah.
a tie that your kid picked out.
Okay.
Because
you grew up in the church.
Absolutely.
Your father, he's in the church.
Yeah, I mean, minister of music.
Okay.
And so, yeah, shout out to the church. I don't go anymore, but.
You don't believe in the church?
I believe in the higher power.
Okay, but you don't believe in church, or you don't believe. I just went to Hezekiah Walker's church. Would you go to the church for music?
I tend to like get real uncomfortable in church.
Why? Because people have seen your dick.
Nah, not that. That was for like politics and debates to run for like senator or something. But every time I talk about church, I get hot and I get sweaty.
Why?
I have no idea. I sweat at church too, bad.
Do you feel the pressure of the Lord? Do you feel the devil's near? What is it?
I have no idea. It just feels like I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to be here at this very moment.
You do realize that BBLs exist because of you with these Kardashians. We'll get to that. That's in the notes too. Okay, so Ray J had the blood in the eyes, the heart challenges that he's working through. Now, are you going to start taking your medication? Because obviously, in order to get better, you have to do what the doctor said.
Yeah, I go. My mom's taking me to the doctor tomorrow.
How did your mom and your dad react and your sister react to all of the health concerns?
Just very worried. My mom's been on me about it, and the whole team. And I love my mom, and I love my dad, and I love my sister, and I appreciate them. It's like this. So if you're sick, you could take this medicine, and it keeps me in the bed all day. You don't do nothing. I mean, it feels good, but it doesn't. And so, trying to build and rebuild, if I'm sick or not, I still gotta go out and enjoy life and work and be who I wanna be. If not, then you're just in the bed and it's over.
But did you take your medicine the day you got into the fight with Sammie?
No.
Obviously.
No. I got into the fight with Sammie. It was a few days ago, and my back still hurts because he was stronger at the moment because he was just stronger.
Ray J, this is where I'm telling you I don't believe you. I have to tell Ray J to his face, I don't believe you. Ray J, and I mean this the most respectful way as a council member, nigga that I met in Carson riding the bike around a bunch of bloods is not getting jumped and beat up on by Sammie.
No, he
and then being in the video with him the next day. It ain't happening. I'm telling, I know you. You ain't letting nobody beat you. You ain't letting nobody beat you up. Yeah. We gonna stay. Well, don't say nothing. We gonna stay right in this as the luggage comes. Okay.
The phone, you don't want to know when it came up.
Why 26?
Fuck is WAC 26, bro.
It's 2026. So it's your number. WAC 26 is like your number in your number this year.
I'm changing your R to a G.
Nah, WAC 26. Oh, you mean because it's WAC 100? No. But now you know what I'm talking about. It's WAC 2026.
Yes.
Yeah. Come on, man.
No.
Listen. So,
Stop.
WAC, I know your number by heart, bro. You the only person I called when I got locked up. You the only number I knew when I was locked up, bro.
Ray J that I know, Ray J that I have known, ain't getting beat up in private, public, or otherwise, and then letting somebody live to get on the internet to tell us, to then not go live and say, run me my fade, I need it right now, shirtless and all, to not then get in a car and be in there talking about this fight. There's no way it happened. Well, you gotta understand, I'm also, like, he's one of my group members, and so I don't know if I started or he started it, but it wasn't no fist fight. It was pushing and wrestling, and then he pushed me down the stairs, and then that was it. It was I couldn't get up from that. Okay. It was in the door, off the table, down the stairs. But when he left, I called him and said, bro, you made it home safe? Because he's my friend. But obviously, the way he went to social media saying he beat you up. That was crazy. That was crazy. He did that the next day. I didn't know that. But why would Sammie do something so... I don't know. Because he felt like he won. Because he pushed you down the stairs. All the way down, yeah. But why would he push you all the way down the stairs when you have a heart monitor that's been stolen by the fans while you sung one wish, and the only wish you got is to not have heart failure? Yeah, I don't know. I hit the door, and that's what made me slip, and then I went down the stairs. Okay, but you're 45 years old. Why are y'all pushing each other down the stairs? I know. When I talked to Princess, she said, I heard what happened. Remember, you ain't no spring chicken. So here's what I think I want to do in this interview, right? Yeah. So I'm here now. Yes. Right? You're dressed the part. I'm dressed the part. I want to turn into, like, I want to give you both, like, both me's, both levels of it, right? Yeah. And so we can differentiate the two, right? So I knew I was gonna have probably menopause in here. That's when men sweat a lot when they get older. It's kind of like menopause is not a thing, Ray. I'm 48 and I don't sweat like that. These glands are shut. Well, you're in your own environment. If you come to my... Also, I think gay people, we don't really sweat like that. Okay. Gay pores are very different. Got it. Yeah, we're very manicured. Okay, so you want to give me both sides. So this is gonna be like in our world of you being straight, me and being gay, it'd be like the bi-ray. No, this isn't the bi-ray. I've never turned into the bi-ray because I have a lot of friends that could already be that. I could call 20 gay friends right now and they'll come up here and they more street than a lot of people I know. Do you have gay friends that are street? The gay agency is mostly built up on street talent. Yeah, but those are people who want to be famous. I don't want to meet them. No, they don't want to be famous. They don't? Tarad, Dumpin' D, Backshots, Bussy Baby, none of them. No. All those names from the beginning to the end are extremely problematic for an elected official. Got it. Okay. What I wanted to do was, because I don't want to, this is going to get hot, because I think we're going to get into some shit. Because the last time you were here, Kris Jenner had you scared. You didn't say shit about the Kardashians. Okay, so... I mean, and I feel like they've been punking you your whole fucking life. And I just don't understand how somebody like you, who's royalty to us, would allow these Kris Jenners from the Hidden Hills come out of hiding on your ass and you not come here. Right. Because you could really turn it up if you wanted to. I mean, we saw you doing all the things you did to that girl in that video consensually. And then allowed they just keep playing in your face right in front of all of us, and you have nothing to say. Well, no, I've said a lot, and I have a lot to say now, and that's a good, you're good. That was fucking amazing, right? I do have a lot to say today. Are you scared of Kris Jenner? Am I scared of Kris Jenner? Absolutely not. Really? I mean, absolutely not. Are you sure? Am I scared that she'll try to do something to me? Yeah. Like what? I'm not scared she'll try to do something to me, but am I on alert yet? Do you think she would drop a bag to have a hit done? In my opinion. She's not above it. I wouldn't put it past. Especially because of what I am and what we are and what they are and what I know and what's being displayed and shown.
as the months go by, it all comes out.
I remember you had this iconic live broadcast from the Dominican Republic.
Yep.
I don't remember where I was, but you remember I came into there all those comments. You had probably 120,000. It went. How far did it go to
like,
1 million?
It got up to like 800,000.
No, it went up to a million.
Went to him because I had bad service.
No, it went up to 1 million. You had bad service, and I remember hopping in there, and it was going so fast, and people saw me in there, and they were like, "Joseline, get it, get it, get it, get it." Obviously, you were. I thought you were getting ready to burn Calabasas down,
And I was.
and then you got quiet. Were you paid off, or were you scared?
And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, Jay.
Tie your shoe. I want you to trip over these answers.
I'll tell you why, man. I got quiet. I got real quiet.
You got silent.
I got silent. Usually, when that happens, something's happened.
You got to check.
Something happened, right? Stop. Don't say anything.
Cease and desist.
No.
Oh, take this payment and go.
Let's all sit down and meet.
Got it.
Let's all sit down.
Did you sit down
Oh, we sat down.
with the Kardashians?
We sat down.
With Kris Jenner?
Absolutely not. She didn't show up.
Kimberly?
Absolutely.
You and Kimberly face to face after the romance in the video?
Absolutely.
What was that like?
It was like alienated. It was like, it was like seeing like aliens.
Why?
Just had a
You
different.
created these aliens.
No. See, that's the kicker.
Okay.
I didn't create anything. I had an idea. The idea went to Kris. Kris saw the flowers. The pre-plan was crazy. There was no pre-planning for me. I was like 21 or 23, 22, any of those naive numbers. You get what I'm saying? And we were supposed to never, ever talk about it again. That was the deal.
So you guys weren't able. You guys weren't supposed to talk about that plane ride y'all took and did that video where y'all talked about what you weren't supposed to talk about.
We wasn't ever supposed to talk about it in 2023. That's when I did the rant.
Yes.
And that's when I stopped doing it
Okay.
because they wanted to work something out with me,
Okay.
right? And thinking that they worked it out with me, thinking that they were going to clear my name, never talk about it again, never talk about me again. I'll do the same. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna say. I'm cool. I'm gonna make my notes and I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say and respond. We're all on the same page.
So that's the art of the deal.
That's the art of the deal.
Okay.
Right? I'll show you the deal too. That's the art of the deal. A month later, the new season comes out and they're talking about it again. A month later, right after we signed.
But did they film it before you guys signed?
And the deal,
It don't matter when it was filmed.
if it's not out, can't come out.
Right.
It's on Hulu and Disney, gotta come down.
Right.
How do you go tell them? I don't know, but you gotta bring it down. Never did. But never did, and then talked about it on the new season.
So that would be a breach.
Not just a breach, in my opinion, it would be in malice. Knowing it, right? So you guys are breaching. What the fuck? Oh, we don't control the edits. Well, I can show you an article right now that Kris just put up and said, we control all of our edits. I'm the only mom that controls the edits from the beginning.
So this wouldn't be the first time they told a lie.
Well, they just lied under oath. Like, here's the thing, and I want everybody listening to know this. I'm tired of talking about it, right? It's old to you, it's old to me. We're talking about 2005. but we're also talking about 2023 and 2026. So what's happening now is not happening then. They've already killed me off in my name. They've already stole all of this money from my family. At the same time, the tape is coming out. You guys had to pay it all back. You want me to take you off of the lawsuit? I'm not doing that. You stole from my sister. You stole from my mom. These are facts. That's when I became public enemy number one. Mm-hmm. He did it. I take full accountability. We did it. How do I know Steve Hirsch? How do I know Joe Francis? I never met them before.
Those are the people from Vivid?
That's Vivid and Girls Gone Wild.
Right.
Joe is a good guy. He's my friend.
But Joe's also a friend of the family, their family, right?
He's I don't know where he's at with them, but I know that he was the one who connected Steve with Kris, and Kris connected us all together.
Mm-hmm. Now I know when I was working with Ye, and I think it was you and Wack had delivered the other tapes and stuff to Kanye, and Kanye then took that to them, and they filmed that for the show to make Kanye look like the good guy.
And he said, I'll never let them extort us again.
Talking about you, and that you all were extorting them on a broadcast that went in front of the whole world.
Right.
Okay.
Defamation at the highest.
And then when Kris found out that I knew about the stuff behind the scenes, she started sending her attorneys to me. I'm like, how you send your attorneys to me when I've known you since 2010? I thought we was cool. So then I became the bad guy.
But the problem is like, why do all of these things if what I'm saying isn't true? Why pay me if you're innocent?
Well, Kris told me she was doing all this to protect her daughter because she felt like she needed to be a mother and protect her kid. Protect
her daughter from what? They've been the ones doing all of this. And to me, I'm completely drained, but I'm strong as far as where we are now. But it's sad, bro. It's sad, and even for the culture. The culture is not gonna come and run and support the culture, even though I'm laying it flat out. And so.
Well, you did that, and that's how we got here.
Yeah, right.
Shit.
But, you know, I want to get loose. Can I get loose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so.
All right, so let me tell you about these bitches, bro. And I'm saying it because there's women, mm-hmm. There's ladies, mm-hmm. There's females, there's bad bitches who love to be called a bad bitch. I got some hoes that I fuck with that's real sexy that love to say shit, I'm a real hoe. And then there's just bitches that do people wrong.
Yeah.
And so this in this context, it makes sense for me. Mm-hmm. Even though my mom doesn't like when I do that. I told her, that's fine. And I won't call anybody else that but the enemy number one.
Okay.
All right, so they gave me all this money. Okay, you breached the contract.
Was it $4 million?
It was more.
6?
Not yet.
Okay.
They're in breach.
Okay, but it was between 4 and 6 million.
It was 5.
Okay, 5 million.
Right?
They gave it to you cash.
Yeah, they gave it to me. They gave me 3 right away.
Okay.
And they gave me 1 every April, then another one every April.
Okay.
In between this bubble of them paying me and then paying me again and again, the slavery treatment, the disrespect, the emails, the audacity of some of the things they were saying to me about what I can and can't do, or they're gonna do this and they're gonna do that. Dangling these other contracts in my face where they want me to change a few things before they pay me on the new. And it's like, why do that? That's against the law. Being late on the payment, not taking down the stuff from Hulu and Disney, breaching the contract a month in. Once you breach that aggressively, in my world, everything's done. the whole contract is null and void. So since you're gonna talk about your life, I'm gonna talk about my life. I have every right to. And so I started doing what I do. Now I breached. So I breached. But you still pay me again. Then I breached again, y'all said, and then y'all pay me again. That's intimidation. It's threats. It's suppressing somebody and their words when all along you're the one. You made me the bad guy, literally. So I owned up to who that is. Everybody needs to take accountability for what they did. That's why we're in court right now. The judge denied their motion to seal all of the documents. Their reasoning for wanting to seal the documents on all the truth is because it would be bad for their business. It would create harm to their business. That's what they tried to tell the judge. Well, what the fuck you think it's doing to me? You know what I mean? I don't host American Idol. I can't dance with the stars. I want to dance with the stars.
Do you?
Yeah, but I can't because...
But what you're saying is you want to be able to do all the things you want to do, but because of this cloud they've put you under, you feel like there's restrictions on how you can move.
No, I've been totally cut out of everything mainstream.
Because of them?
Because of their ties to mainstream. Mm-hmm. You work with me, we not fucking with you. Which is again illegal. But that's how strong they've been. But they've stolen everything from us. Now they're trying to steal, like, they're trying to go for the juggler. And so for me, like, I didn't want the last million because I started to understand that all money ain't good money. And I'm not gonna be your slave. And you can't talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? And you can't treat people like that.
Was it coming from Kris or was it coming from their attorneys or coming from all of them?
All of them.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. And I've been out here, you know, literally trying to fight this shit dolo with absolutely no support. Mm-hmm. There's not one person that studied what I'm saying, said, damn, he's actually been accurate every time. Mm-hmm. That's what the mediator said. I'm sure their lawyers, all the lawyers that ain't there no more, because they keep getting new lawyers because you're lying to your lawyers. Mm-hmm. Your lawyers think that you have some kind of integrity, mm-hmm. but you don't.
Do you think they're a slave to the lie because the exposure is just gonna shatter this image everybody got of them?
I feel like if they just told the truth, clear my name, because I got kids. I got my daughter and my son. I don't want them to think that I'm the reason why all this shit happened and I did this in a revengeful, pornographic way to somebody. Mm-hmm. That's bad. Mm-hmm. When I get older and my daughter and son get older and then they got to see that side, I want them to have the truth put in perspective in the most concrete way, mm-hmm. without even having to question, is this true or is this not? Mm-hmm. Not for my daughter, not for my son either, but for them to tell me shit like, I want to get past this, this is gonna be so good for our kids and all this, like, what are you talking about? Mm-hmm. You know, it's unfair. And they thought that I wasn't gonna say shit. They really did. They really think that I'm not gonna say nothing right now. Mm-hmm. But like, I'm fighting for everything right now.
When you met with Kim, was it just you and Kim, or did she bring her sisters with her?
No, so it's like, they don't got nothing to do with it. Mm-hmm. Like, none of the sisters, in my opinion, they don't even know the truth.
Right.
They feel it in their heart. They know it in their heart, but they ain't even told them. No lawyer.
So they're a part of the lie.
No.
Because they don't know the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so meaning they've just kind of come up off of hard work.
Exactly. In my opinion, like, they all, after this was done, they just did their thing.
Yeah.
But none of them know. They didn't tell them.
So when you met up with Kim, did you explain to her that the reason why I've been out here saying what I've been saying is because I need to clear this up for my kids, for myself? Did you say that to her?
Yeah, I have it all on the DM.
I remember the DMs you guys were exchanging, and then she stopped DMing at one point, right?
If you look at the DMs correctly, it'll hurt you. Then you will go, oh, I just haven't been able to sit down and break the DMs down. Because if I break them down, I promise you, if you have any real emotion, it'll make you cry.
But did she show any emotion for what you've experienced?
Absolutely not. And that's why it'll make you cry. Because I'm yearning to her saying, all I want to do is get my name cleared. And she's like, all right, well, I'm going to talk to the producers and tomorrow you're going to love this new episode. I've done it for you. I did it. Make sure you watch it tomorrow. You're going to be cleared and you're going to be happy. and don't do nothing to Kanye. And I'm like, I'm fighting for my life. She's like, yeah. And then I want to do this and act like we bought the sex tape back together. All this weird shit. This is in the DM, paragraphs of it, where I keep yearning to her about the truth. And she keeps going back to all of these strategies and shit like that. And it's distasteful and it's disgusting. And so I'm like, all right, well, maybe she might be telling the truth about clearing my name tomorrow. So I watched the episode. And it's the episode where Kanye takes the tape back to her and shit on me.
Yeah.
So
it made him look like the hero.
Yeah, so she was playing with me all along.
Yeah.
And again, talking about this shit, again, is old. This has been going on for 20 years. Everybody's burnt out about the whole topic, but it's so fresh in what they're trying to do to me. You want me to pay you $7 million for what? For y'all lying?
Well, the reason why I'm bringing it up today is because there is an active lawsuit, right? So are you
active.
suing them and they're suing you, or?
They sued me for defamation, for nothing.
Right.
Meaning like, that was just to throw off the settlement agreement that they did. They are creating these like extra stories. So I countersued them.
So it's a weapon of mass distraction is what I call it.
It's a weapon of mass distraction. And they're doing a good job because if you're looking at what's happening, nobody fucking knows what I'm talking about. It's too confusing. Is it the tape? Is it the behind the scenes? Is it this? Is it that? We're confused. That's how they want you to be. But the fact of the matter is, they're having fun. This is their hobby. When they go home at night, they just want to fuck me over and make sure that we put him in the ground.
So I've known Ray J for a long time. I'm going to ask you all the questions that I wanted to ask, and you can just say yes, no, can't answer, or you answer. You ready?
What this look like? I should put back on my clothes?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Ready? Did Kris Jenner film you making the sex tape with Kim Kardashian?
Here's what happened. Tape was already done. I've never had the sex tapes in my hand.
Ever?
Ever.
You're the star of the film.
They've always been in her shoebox.
Okay.
I've never touched them.
Okay.
Once they were done, shoebox to mom.
To mom.
To mom.
Film, shoebox, mom.
Film, shoebox, mom. Now, I like your idea, but my mom has to take over. Your mom, damn, 21? I'm like, shit. Moms wanna see us, like, I'm confused. But go ahead and run it. Boom. We all meet up.
Y'all leaving shit out. Cinnabon, Santa Barbara.
This is what happening right now. That's where I'm going into it, right? So here's what
Thanks,
happened.
Whack.
So here's what happened. First tape's in the can. That's the one I feel is strong enough.
What do you mean the first tape? We only seen one tape.
No, so the first tape we did was done. That's how I got the epiphany when I called her, because I wasn't with her when I called her and said, yo, this idea, I think you should put the tape out we did because you Paris's best friend. It doesn't get any better than right now. It's different. Hers was more pop. This is more crossing into the urban culture. It's just a total different original look.
Yeah.
I promise you'll be the biggest thing out. Give me a second. Let me talk to my mom. Boom. 6 hours later, we're in. Meeting start.
Of you, Kris, Kim.
Me, Kris, Kim, Joe, Steve.
Okay. Where is Sonya at? And
They don't know anything about this shit.
they're out of it.
I didn't.
You're not even mentioned to them.
It's not okay.
So you became the CEO of your own life right then at that point
Right
and
there.
said, I'm making this move.
Right there.
So you and them.
Me and them.
Okay.
We talked about, when they pretended like they sued Steve, they didn't do none of that shit. They filed a fake lawsuit, which is a crime, right? So boom, fake lawsuits. He's never paid them nothing. That was just to distract the mind. So it was okay to say that we let you distribute it because you paid us and we won.
So like it leaked, but since you leaked it, instead of suing you, we're going to settle. So that way you're not the bad guy for distributing your own tape.
No, they're not the bad guy
That's
for letting it continue to go.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because it has to be distributed.
So who's the mastermind behind that?
That's all Kris Jenner.
Wow.
That's all her. These are meetings that we met. Now, here's the kicker. We almost done with the deal. Kris, I need you to shoot one more
No, she didn't.
for safety.
No, shut up, Ray J.
On my kids.
What?
I need you to shoot one more for safety. Here's where you're gonna go. To the Montecito Inn in Santa Barbara.
By Oprah's house.
What? You're gonna do it again and you're gonna do it nastier.
Ray J, shut up. Ray J.
I promise you, bro.
No, Kris Jenner did not say that.
My
What
hand.
can I just say? I say I've known him for years. Have we ever talked about this?
Never.
Have we ever had this conversation?
No,
ever?
because it wasn't the right time. But what they're doing now,
In fact, I was so mad at you the last time you were here.
Yeah.
Because you were being tight-lipped and you weren't saying
I wasn't.
anything.
And that's why I took off my clothes this time. Pause.
Pause. You're on the Jason Lee show.
Yep.
Okay.
But I took off the suit because I'm like, you my friend. And so, now I feel like I'm playing baseball. I'm going to church. I'm in the streets. And I just got the white t-shirt from the swap meet. Avalon swap meet, that is. Right?
Go shoot a better one at the Montecito Hotel in
Santa Barbara.
from Kris Jenner.
From Kris Jenner. Now, mind you,
I'm gonna throw one allegedly out because I don't know what's true or not.
Bro.
Because they're gonna sue it. They suing.
Bro, they're not suing. They're playing. The cease and desist shit ain't even real. That's just a spook. That's just to spook you. They're not gonna.
I told Kris. Let me read you my last message to Kris Jenner. Hold on.
That's just to spook you.
I want to read this to you. This is my last text to Kris Jenner.
And they scare everybody. Everybody's scared. Except me.
My last text to Kris Jenner. She said to me. She said, because basically she said she was reaching out to my attorney.
But did she mention me?
No, she heard that I knew about these other tapes. She just heard that I knew.
But does she say anything about it?
She doesn't say anything about you. She talks about the tapes. She said
Yeah,
I was
okay,
threatening
let
to
me
put
hear
out
it.
the tapes.
Please.
And she said, I said, morning, since your attorney is threatening to sue, I guess I'll let him deal with my attorney. But let me say this, I'm not easily intimidated by anybody, and I get a lot of information that I selectively share. Don't like the tone he took with my team, because her attorney's got on with my attorney, who's dead now, and this was real disrespectful, trying to intimidate her.
Rest in peace.
And she said, good morning. I can't control the tone that anyone takes. I do know we have a team of attorneys that I have used for decades, and they protect our rights at all costs. If anyone is trying to release or sell or distribute some form of personal footage that doesn't belong to them, and we have the copyright on materials, then they will protect that. No one is trying to intimidate anyone. We are just protecting what is legally and rightfully ours and owned by us. You would do the same thing if it was yours. I believe in communication, and I would have appreciated that from you, because I went at them hard, I went at them hard because of their staff, Tracy Romulus, who is a fucking problem over there, by the way. Do you know Tracy?
I don't know.
She's the person that's behind all the scenes with the media. Get into that. So then I said, as I've said, and I'll say again, I don't sell stories or videos. Never have, never will. Not a narrative that will be created about me privately or publicly. I said it to you, and I'll say it to anybody who needs to hear it. The people you have in place to protect you need to learn how to respect people, because they'll run across the wrong person and it'll become a problem. I'm the wrong person. That was and she said, read my text again. I said, release and distribute. We have the utmost respect for people always. I can't control how someone else responds or communicates. So in my instance, sort of like yours, she's saying her people, whatever, they can talk and treat anybody any way they want. They're not responsible for it. They can't control everything.
Yeah, but they also said that because they think that there was some tapes, right? She just admitted she owns them.
She did say that they own it.
They own it. How do you
copyrighted
own it?
materials?
Yeah, because you own it. Because you probably worked out a deal with Steve and Joe on the side as Kim and I took the 12.5% up front and the money up front. We only got 400 apiece. 400 grand apiece. We made millions I got emails of Steve sending it to me and Kim's email back in the day. Kim's right? At Gmail or at Tmail.
Yeah.
So we're all copied. Great month this month. We made 1.2. Outstanding month. We made 2.4.
Just generating emails like that?
Yeah, I mean, because in the beginning you didn't know how big it was gonna be. Like it was really just supposed to be a quick hit and be out.
Pause.
Yeah, right? Kinda.
Well, it was a quick hit until you went back to Montecito.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still in some pussy.
So when you
that was the pause thing. But back to being for real.
Yeah.
On a serious note, and it's good to splash the jokes in too because it makes life refreshing, right? Where you can go and talk about some serious shit and then we kind of joke around a little bit to kind of ease the pain, right? But you go and shoot another one in Montecito in Santa Barbara, make it dirty. The last one's not dirty enough. Well, but ain't she with somebody else? Doesn't matter. I'm fucking with somebody else too. Doesn't matter. So we set up and we go and fuck again, and we not even together.
What?
Yeah, because the tape that I wanted to come out, the one that did come out eventually, was old. So it made sense. An old ass tape as opposed to some new shit where I'm doing real dirty stuff. Like I'm doing dirty stuff to her. It looks like a real porno, right? And I didn't like it. It was very graphic. I was doing dirty things, bro.
The reason why I'm ingesting some humor, it is hard to digest that we're talking about you doing a second video that was at the direction of this girl's mom.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm injecting a little humor.
The direction of Kris and the direction of her team.
And so is that why you said the feds are coming after her?
Well, if you're orchestrating multi-billion-dollar companies off of nothing but lies and victimizing yourself for profit, and then creating these empires over international waters, you working with all of these brands that trust you to be who you say you are, but you're not that. So when the truth comes out, every brand they ever worked with could sue them because everything was a lie. It forfeits the deal because it forfeits who you really are and your integrity and your morals and everything that you said that you were. The things that they lawyer texted me talking about they're good people, all this stuff. Man, I email the lawyers back personally and break it down because they don't know the story. But back to Montecito. We shoot it, we're done with it. She takes it and takes it back to her mom and her. I never touched any of the tapes, ever. After I shot them, they went with her.
Really?
They went with her. I got us on a jet where she's asking me about, is that Cabo 1 or Cabo 2? And I'm like, nah, I'm putting that shit on a DVD. She's like, all right.
I heard it. Yeah. Know what up? Ray J, hold it down. Yeah, we on a private jet. We rolling. Let's step it up. Yup, it's just me and Kim jet. You know what I'm saying? And the pilots. I'll wait till the MRA. That's how we fly, y'all. It's private.
that I met.
The tycoon, Kimberly Kardashian. This on the Cabo 3 tape.
So is that the last Cabo or is this the?
No, this is like right when we was leaving.
Oh, this isn't the.
This is
Cabo
gonna be
theater.
this about to be for the DVD. 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 I'm putting this on the DVD.
Wait, is that video subject to the paperwork y'all got going on?
Nah, that video is when we first did the tape, and then we took a jet to Miami just to fuck around.
Okay.
Because we just hit the lick. So
Hit the lick is crazy.
so
Hit the lick is crazy.
so they take it back. They give us the contracts. She is rushing me to sign it. I called my mom that morning and I said, listen, I'm about to do this deal. It gotta happen now. I sent her the contract to look over it. I said, the only reason why I'm doing it is because Kris is doing Kim's, and I feel bad if you don't at least look at it. Because and my only reason that I could tell her is because Kris is doing all of this, right? So it was mom to mom.
And at the time, your mom is you and Brandy's manager.
Yeah, so my mom is totally confused. She wasn't able to mark it up, and then I signed it, but Kim wrote my addendum. So when she, you know how you go to the doctor's office with your girl and they write everything for you and just sign?
Yeah.
So her handwriting is on my addendum. 3 things she wrote: Cabo 1, sex. Cabo 2, sex. Santa Barbara, sex. So we sold all of those to Steve Hirsch. Wack, years later, is just fucking around on the internet. Just having a good time trolling. Yo, we got the second sex tape. They know we don't have the second sex tape. They know we never had it. But it was a good ploy to run the story because they like, okay, we got something that we can use for the TV show. Mm-hmm. They know they know I didn't never had it. But they planned, so they even play with Kanye. He's hitting me, he want the tapes and shit. So I'm like, I'll give you what I got. I'll give you my whole computer. It's a bunch of shit on there that's proven that we've been in touch way past that. It's like, you know, naked pictures, naked little videos and shit, us on the phone and shit. But it ain't the sex tape because Kris and Kim have the tapes and they sold them to Steve. But they're acting like I got another one and I'm gonna do it again on them.
But the text I got from Kris, this all makes sense. Because when Wack was trolling, obviously, anytime Wack trolls, I'm gonna troll right with him. I started getting in it. Then I was on your live when you were in Dominican Republic. Wack had a copy of the contract that was signed because I saw it from him. And then I mentioned that I saw it, and that's when I got that.
But did you see Kim's handwriting on my addendum?
I didn't see the addendum. I didn't see that part.
It's out.
Okay, I haven't seen that part. But they didn't know, the point I'm making is that they didn't know what I saw. So they just know I said, oh, I saw Wack. I was working with Ye at the time. They just started trying to hound me with the legal stuff because they thought maybe you showed me or something. But this shows, you know, it's sort of like if you say, oh, I heard I got a video of such and such that I know you don't have, I'm not even responding because I know you don't have it, you know? So like when you're responding, it's almost like you know it's out there.
Well, they're playing games too because they need a storyline. So they always use me for the storyline of kicking off anything. You gotta say the sex tape on SNL. You gotta say the sex tape on all the big platforms or you can't probably come in. You can't do the Hulu show unless you talk about what we want you to talk about. And that's the sex tape. So if we gotta go that far to subpoena all them emails, everything, all the proof is there. There's nothing they can do about it. They're just digging themselves in more of a hole.
So when you, pause. I'm not trying.
No, it's fine. I love it.
So what did you show Cam did you show him, slave documents?
I showed him all his documents. I showed him the money that they paid me, all of that shit. Because I'm telling him, which he's, again, the art of their game is to confuse everybody, to not know what we're looking at. Is this an old contract, whatever, so you confused. The 2023 contract was for them to buy the tape back from me. Mm-hmm. I don't own the tape. How you gonna buy it back from me? It just, you wanted it to feel like that. So that's inside the contract. The contract is shut the fuck up. Here's 3 cash. I'm gonna breach next week because we don't give a fuck. We'll breach it and do whatever we want. Well, you guys breached. Well, we couldn't control that. What? That's nonsense. And then when I went on Shannon Sharp, I breached. But not just that I breached, I'm this, I'm that. You're gonna do this, we're gonna do this to you. You see how you felt disrespected? Mm-hmm. It was the perfect thing of what you said when you said I felt disrespected when they came at my lawyers. Mm-hmm. So they've been coming at me like that for the past 3 years. Mm-hmm. Over and over, completely disrespectful. And I'm like, yo, I don't even want the money, bitch. Like, this is the perfect example of all money ain't good money. It doesn't get any grimier than this, to the point where there's a point where they're gonna have to realize that they're in a corner and you gotta just tell the truth. The truth might damage you crazy. It probably would. If it won't, it doesn't matter. As long as you tell the truth, my family is cleared, right? Mm-hmm. That's the most important for me. So I'm gonna resist everything you throw at me this time. I don't care about no money. We're going to trial. Well, now you get to enter evidence. You get to get subpoena. They just went in a deposition, bro, and said we had nothing to do with the sex tape under oath. But you have the proof. Beyond the proof, bro. Proof is an understatement. Not only do we have the proof, you got the second wave where you just tried to silence me. Mm-hmm. You paid me. Why? Because you innocent? They don't work like that. If you innocent, why you didn't sue me? Mm-hmm. And then even Sonya Norwood has spoken out. Sonya don't be talking about nothing. But what they're accusing me of doing, that's jail time. Just like that. Mm-hmm. A black man doing revenge porn on a white woman. Mm-hmm. Kim's not white. Armenian. She plays white. Right? I was being funny. Right? Yeah. So that's jail time. If that really happened, it's out of her control. The DEA or the FBI or everybody's coming. It's out of her control. Nobody's knocked on my door. Nobody said nothing to me. Mm-hmm. And what you did was you just went to the industry and just shitted on us over and over. At the same time you shitting on me is the same time you stealing all the money from Brandy and my mom. Same year, same time. And so all of these things are bubbling up, and now they're acting like I'm the worst person in the world. You know, Alex, their lawyer, this guy's been stalking them for 20 years. I haven't been doing anything. I've been minding my business, turning up in my own world, surviving them, building companies outside of the industry since I'm totally cut out. So I'm gonna do technology. I'm gonna do reality shows that's uncut, that fits the demo that you can't get into. Mm-hmm. I have partners that you can't call and shut me down because there's no jobs for me in the industry. Mm-hmm. They've cornered markets and they've shut us down. Just like they tried to do everybody that they don't fuck with no more. Mm-hmm. They try to shut you down. And in this case, you know, I think Kris didn't show up at the mediations and at the meetings because I think that it's so bad, the story, and it's so disgusting. It's definitely hard to believe, but it's so bad to where she can't face that to the public. You can't admit that you made us shoot a second sex tape. Forget that you did that, which is disgusting, because now I have a daughter, so I get it, that is disgusting. At the time, I was naive, so I'm like, does her mama want to fuck me too? I'm confused. At the moment, because you young, you like, you want us to fuck and you want me to do it dirtier. Did she say those words? Beyond. Beyond. And it's disturbing. And then it's confusing when you strap yourself to a lie detector test and they ask you about it and you just lie. An old lady, somebody that we all looked up to and trusted that this was gonna go right for us all. Just totally lie in front of your daughters, in front of the world. And you got all this money to where you can suppress any kind of PR. Push it down to page 50. push it down to page 50. At first, she tried to run it with Roblox and say that they had the sex tape on Roblox. That was one of their storylines on the TV show. She's like, I just can't have my kids. It's on Roblox. They saw it on Roblox. The head of Roblox sent a big message and said, you gotta be out of your mind. It can never happen, right? Mm-hmm. Suppressed. Y'all never heard about that, right?
I didn't.
Exactly. Because that's the power of suppressing the story. And so I've never been this uncut and vocal because I've never been pushed in a corner where they've deliberately started putting out stories now where either I defamed them or they want the $5 million back because I breached the contract and this and that. I breached what contract? The contract that you pay me? How does that work? It works because you want me to be your slave and your That's what you want me to be.
You said the hard R.
Yeah, because that's how I feel. And I'm mad that I even snatched a little bit of the change because what happens is the higher power will show you that it's that money doesn't matter more than the truth and more than like really standing up for something. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, at the same time I had sold all my shares to Raycon, so I seen way more than what they gave me. So I was able to see this clean money, and then I was able to see the money that they gave me. And it was so bad, I blew it all at Tootsie's.
The 4 million? The 5 million?
I spent like 2 at Tootsie's.
Million?
Like 2.
At the strip club?
Because it was dirty money.
So
I had an epiphany.
So for you, it was never about the money, it was about clearing your name. I mean, even in private time when I came to your house, what you said to me was, my kids, and when you were talking about getting rid of the name Ray J, which by the way, you still have the name Ray J. I still don't know if you're giving it up or not.
No, I'm going into Tron like soon.
But you were saying that you wanted to get away from that name Ray J. This is what he said to me in private time. So there was no cameras, it was just me and you at your house. You said, I want to get away from the name Ray J because they had pretty much dirtied the name with this lie for so long and you didn't want your kids to know you for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what happened was before I was gonna take the J off and just go into Tron, this energy came over me and I was like, yo, okay, so I'm gonna go on the final crash out campaign. And I'm gonna crash out and I'm gonna do it so good to where it's gonna be like the final moments of that kind of crash out. Mm-hmm. So I'm there. I was supposed to stop in January, but it bled over into.
And that's what this is.
This is like, I'm not trying to clean it up. I'm just telling the truth now.
Yeah.
And explaining why a lot of this shit is happening.
So when you brought back the second and third tapes, what was Kris Jenner's reaction then? Was she
loved it.
Okay.
And I was like, it shouldn't happen. I fought hard for the first one. Mm-hmm. It made more sense.
Pause.
I fought hard for the first one.
And what was Sonia's position? Because your mom and dad, I mean, your mom, I remember at the time, was like intensely managing you and Brandy.
None of them were, it was
Dad
bad.
is like the church guy playing the piano.
It was the worst, bro.
Right.
It was the worst thing I ever did. Tainted the family. Tainted the name. Didn't think about them. Even though Brandy hooked me up with her, it was just like, just self-centered and selfish. Mm-hmm. And I remember right when it came out, like three days after it came out, I was supposed to go with Whitney to the Bahamas where they were opening up the new Coral side, one of the new hotels inside of the Atlantis. And she was performing and Stevie and all the greats. And she had me laid out. I was going with her and then it came out and I remember her calling me and the team calling me and said, you just can't go. It's disgusting. Mm. We can't have you around.
Whitney said that?
I mean, it was a bad look. Mm. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, it hit me right then to where this is gonna be an uphill battle. But I didn't know that it was gonna be pointed all on me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it just got worse and it got worse and it got worse. Mm-hmm. As it was getting worse, we was making money and shit, but it just got worse. And so that's why I don't really care about money, because it's like, it doesn't define who you are. It only makes you worse. Mm-hmm. You know?
But when you did the sex tapes with her, did you ever imagine they would become so powerful in the media that they would have that kind of advantage?
Over me? Or I didn't think that they were gonna just turn on me and blame everything on me, no.
Right.
I knew she was gonna go. I told her, like, you'll be just as big as Paris. I knew that. I seen the vision. Mm-hmm. I had the vision.
How did you see the vision though? Because I remember when Paris was outside at the time and Kim was just a friend.
I could just, every now and then, there's a thing that snaps in my mind and I can see the future. I can see like 2 or 3 years ahead for like five seconds. Mm-hmm. For like 5 seconds, I can see it. I've seen it plenty of times. All the shit we do that's been breaking through and being disruptive has been something that I've seen in the future, and it always works.
Because at the time it was Paris, Lindsay, and Brittany. Those were the girls. And
Paris, Lindsay, and Brittany on this pop side, but when you talk about the dirty sex tape side, it was Pamela Anderson and it was Paris.
Yes.
And the only way Kim could crack through is something like that, because she's not gonna act or sing or something. You know what I mean?
Well, why don't you countersue them for like $100 million? If they're worth billions and you were part of creating that whole Kardashian empire, why would you not say, I want 10% of that?
Well, here's the thing. So in this new court, the trial, the countersuit for defamation, and then the arbitration.
Because $5 million is disrespectful.
Yeah, that's what I knew that from the jump. But I knew we would revisit it.
Okay.
I knew we would revisit it because I know her. Mm-hmm. So give me it now, and then let me see what y'all like. And then they showed their hand. Just totally intimidating and scary and making super threats and all of these things that they're gonna do to me and that they're doing for my kids and all this shit. And I was real mad. Like when you cutting this up, I'm gonna show you, like they put out this thing last week where they said, well, they're suing Ray J for $7 million. They want $5 million back plus one for Kris and one for Kim. For what? For fun, right? And then I sent an email back to Christina, the lawyer at the time, and I gave her the full story, emotionally. Like, this is not coming from my lawyers. And I never heard from her again. And then all of this stuff started happening. And I called Alex Spiral too. I don't know how to say his last name. I might have said it right. I called him on the phone personally, against everybody's will, and said, bro, I love what you're doing with Jay-Z. I do. And I actually respect what you're doing with Jay-Z.
He was great for Jay. Now that's their attorney?
I said, bro, you're gonna kill your career off fucking with this deal. You're fucked. He couldn't even believe that I said that to him, because I'm sure he's on a high horse. I said, you're fucking yourself. Don't fuck with this and don't fuck with me. And I'm telling you personally, because I want you to remember this moment. As they keep telling you bullshit, you're gonna start seeing that everything they said was bullshit. And you're gonna have to make a decision for your firm and for your career and for your personal life with your kids once you start to dig in deep. And most of the lawyers quit. Michael Rhodes, done. The other lady, Dooley, done. Marty Singer, done. Christina, never heard from her again. Now they got 5 new lawyers. They just keep recycling people because they want new lawyers to hear a new story as they've drained the other lawyers out. But it's very simple. Kris Jenner was the orchestrator. She fucked us all over. She made me the bad guy. She wanted to fucking build billion-dollar empires. At the same time, she wanted to see me and Brandy and my mom and them all buried under the ground and suffer because y'all got caught stealing from my mom and dad. And Kim, you wanted me to take you off of the lawsuit, which at that time it was up. Don't ever call me again. And then I became public enemy number 1. Right? Cool. Just take accountability. And whatever that is on the other side, so be it. You know what I'm saying? So be it. Okay, I've revived my name, I'm good. You're good anyway. Or maybe you're not. Maybe it's all over. I don't know. I don't know the ramifications of why they're taking this shit so far like this.
I mean, did you hear what you said? This is the thing for me. You build $1 billion brand, you got the money, you got it. And if you don't have it, you got partners who have interest in you to not have this said here, right? So I would have said, what do we need to do to make this just go away? How do you need to feel? Because obviously a lawsuit's going to bring in depositions, interviews, documents, videos, testimonies, witnesses. If they were at the Montecito Hotel, there's cameras.
I would have thought that. When we got into this last deposition and they had to explain why I defamed them, that it was all over then. Mm-hmm. And then they lie under oath. Mm-hmm. We have nothing to do with it. Wow. What's that play? What is that kind of play? I don't see the play. Lying and lying and lying. Mm. I don't see the play. You know? Why would somebody like me stay very consistent with the stories every time, and then you guys lie for what? It obviously is not gonna get you jail time, lying under oath, so we're not thinking about that. I don't care about the money because I'm not gonna sue you for a certain amount of money. If we go to trial, let the jury decide what I get. Just let them decide. All right, give Ray J $10 and the truth. Truth worth more than $10. Either $10 or 20 million or the truth, I'm running with the truth. And let the jury decide what I get. Mm-hmm. Whether it takes like 2 or 3 years. You know, there's no settlement for me on this one. Not 100, not 200, not 300, unless you're gonna go to a podium and admit it. And then run me to 200 and we good. Mm. Run me to $2. Pay all my lawyer fees and all the money you breached on the contract and just tell the truth. That ain't even that much.
And you'll be done.
But the truth is just so much more valuable. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I could do so many more things with the truth than I can with a bunch of money still being a bad guy.
Who owes you an apology?
Kris Jenner owes me an apology. And Kim owes me an apology. And they owe me the truth. Mm-hmm. They don't owe me just the truth. They owe the world the truth. Mm-hmm. Everybody's standing behind them, and a lot of people are just intimidated, you know? And it's draining, it's frustrating. It's like we down to like the final stages of this shit, but we're so far away. So a lot of these shits, these outbursts and all this shit I'm doing, it got a lot to do with like, I'm not letting like play with us. I'm just not. I wasn't letting play with us then. That's why I went on the rant. And then it got weird. But lesson learned. You know, I could take a L every day as long as it's a lesson in it. But to do all that to me, to do all that to Brandy and my mom and the fam and the culture hasn't confirmed it yet. It hasn't been stamped, because if it's stamped, then the culture comes out with stamps. But no support from the culture. None. I asked Cam, said, he was telling me something about Chloe. I said, and you'll still fuck her. He said, yeah. Damn. And I said, and you'll fuck Kim too, huh? He said, yeah. I said, and Kris?
He said?
He said, yeah.
He said that.
I said, bro, that means you don't believe anything I said to you right now. Or you're not for the culture. The low morale and low integrity in that answer concerned me, because that's the story of my life. Out of all the shit I broke down to you, and you just told me that Chloe was trying to be the angel over Lamar Odom in the documentary. And I said, and you'll still fuck her. Yep. Wow.
Did he say that on camera?
Absolutely.
But look at Lamar in that documentary. He said he just wanted to be famous. Like he wanted that fame. He was already famous.
Then he also said
that fame.
Then he also said, I mean, I'm a man. Nobody can resist them. Who? I said, Michael B. Jordan. Silence. Matter of fact, let me recant that. I wouldn't. I said, you would. He said, probably. Maybe.
That's wild. To say it in your face is even more wild, though.
But that's just, but you gotta respect the savagery, because I'm like, I'm a savage too, so I understand savagery. And I respect the savagery, but the morale and the person that's supposed to, if you believe me, supposed to have my back.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to have anybody's back if you believe me.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, I get it. But as savages, you just want to get in and get out.
Mm-hmm. So when the game was on, I think the game was on Wendy Williams' show, and he had said he had slept with 3 of the Kardashians, and everybody was just shocked that he said it. Why do you think people give them more grace and expect more grace to be given to them than they give to us?
I hooked game up with Kim at my birthday.
After y'all had already had the video?
We was together.
Okay, so you hooked him up, but then how did he get with, and then Chloe was his roommate?
Whatever he did after that, but he'll tell you, it's on camera, it's out.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is when I say it, cut to it. He gonna be like, actually, Ray J hooked me up with Kim at his birthday while he was with her.
So to your point, do you think people in the culture just want that Kardashian fame regardless of what it comes with, regardless of who it violates, regardless of what they did to you?
I think some people do, and then some people don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people that got their own shit and doing their own thing don't. But then some people are just infatuated with all of this shit, the drama, everything behind it. They don't give a fuck. But it's not okay, you know? It's not okay for everybody to pick and choose which and what, and then you have this empire that you don't want to poke the bear at because you could, you know, possibly lose your job. That's got to be tough to deal with, you know, because everybody wants to continue to work.
Do you feel part to blame because you protected him for so long by keeping all these secrets private?
No, I think in everybody's heart they know. That's why they like, why are we talking about this? We already know she did it, right? But you don't. And I don't think that I protected him. I think I went my separate way and I carved out another world for me. And I'm happy here. And then here they come again. And then I carve out my world and then here they come again. Like the lie detector test shit they took when she was with Kylie. It was random.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like this video that happened in what year?
Shit, 2000, we probably shot it in 2003.
It comes up every year. That's what I'm saying.
It comes up on everything they do that's big.
Right, but that's
every
what I'm saying.
season.
If it, like for me, the things I did that I'm maybe not proud of, I don't bring that shit up at all.
They have to, because that's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's killing me. I talked to Chris Cuomo on the phone, and he said the word is, and the word has always been, you were a bad guy. You put this stuff out on this nice girl, and you thought you could get away with it and make some coins, and then they overcame your bullshit, and they became successful. And you're just a dickhead. That's what he thought until we talked, until I showed him all the proof. That's the story in mainstream America.
Mm-hmm.
The culture feels it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't support it. Why would they? It's old.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's past tense. All this legal shit will continue to be going on until they tell the truth, you know? So, hopefully they see this interview and go, you know what? Let's just tell the truth.
Did you talk about all this on Cam Show?
I went crazy.
But did you talk about the videos, the Montecito, all that?
I talked about it a different way.
Okay.
Because I only wanted to do 2. I wanted to do one with you, and then I wanted to do one with that side, with Cam's side. Because it's 2 people that got a good rhythm with me. Plus, I feel like I owed it to you from some of the past interviews that I was kind of like,
Yeah. But I knew why you were doing it. I mean, look, you told me privately why you wanted to clear your name. You could have said this years ago. You could have said this 2 years after it came out when the money stopped coming in from it. I mean...
It never stopped.
Really?
Yeah, it never stopped. It never stops.
Still to this day?
It never stops. So it's really not about that. It's just about getting older and seeing a different vision. And no matter how loud I am on camera, when I go home and I'm with my daughter and my son, I care about them and I care about their future and I care about how they think about me and look at me. In that manner of this massive like lie, you know? And it bothers me. It makes me mad. It makes me loud, and it's frustrating to to see a lot of other people go through shit and they're trying to like get through it, but they're being pressed down by these tyrants that feel like they can do anything wrong. You know? It's like this, like, yo, if I was like really rich, I got billions and I'm a racist, right? This is just hypothetically. And I'm like, just say I'm white, right? And I got billions. I want to call somebody nigger today. I'm gonna pay somebody to do it, right? I'm gonna pay somebody. Would you let me call you out your name for an hour, all day for $2 million?
Me?
I'm talking about, yes.
No.
Okay, me neither, but somebody would. Until in that hour or two, they start talking about certain things that could reflect on your family and your heritage and how hard we've been working to get this kind of respect and how many people died to, like, you know what I'm saying, for us to be able to do what we're doing now. Maybe in that hour or two, you're gonna go, I don't want the money. Because you're gonna start to realize what and who you are. And some people will just block it out and just take it. With that being said, there's no hope. There's no hope for the future in any of this, because the money and the diversion and the people at the top will always be able to manipulate somebody into doing what they want them to do. You know?
So let me pivot and ask a question. First of all, I just appreciate the honesty, because I feel like at the end of the day, especially when it comes to us, like, I know how hard it is out here for us to own shit. You've owned your own thing for a long time. You've been a CEO
Not
and a
by
boss.
choice.
Yeah, but they
Not by
forced
choice.
you into freedom, which is ownership. Ownership is freedom.
Yeah, they forced me into being, to color outside the lines.
Right. That's a good way to put it. So let me go back a little bit. You know, again, like, understanding, like, when I first got introduced to you, you were literally the best friend to your sister Brandy. Your relationship with her growing up, I remember a long time growing up, people would say, oh, this is Brandy's brother, and
That was my name.
Brandy's brother.
Absolutely.
You were in the shadows. You became your own brand. Obviously, you success in music, success in entrepreneurship, success in TV, but you were Brandy's little brother. But I look at that as an honor, because you weren't just like her little brother. You were her little brother by age, but you were her big brother. Like, you protected Brandy all the time as a kid. I remember vividly, and I know you guys don't remember this because I've even said this to Brand. I met you guys in Stockton at the fairgrounds. I literally was a fan of you and your family and her, and I came down to 536
East 169th Street.
which was your house, and then eventually your grandmother. May she rest in peace. That was her home. I remember being there, watching you ride around the bike to the school, whatever. And I remember going to the house and seeing your family dynamic. I know how tight of a family you guys are and how protective you are. So I've been watching everything online, and I've been confused. Because the last time I saw you all together was at the Black Music Collective Recording Academy event, where she got honored by the Grammys.
Yeah, I was real sick that day.
Okay, but you were also real emotional. I was watching you, Brandy, like, you guys were really emotional, and I saw the tightness. You were sick there from the heart, or
Yeah.
you were
It
sick?
was like fresh out.
Okay.
But I couldn't miss it.
Okay. When you now are saying, I'm no longer a brother, I'm a cunt, how do you go from Brandy, best friend, to I'm not a brother, I'm a cunt?
I said I'm a cunt when? On cam?
Yeah.
Because I was going through something and I didn't want to bring them into it. A lot of the things that I do is out of my control, and you know, and it's out of the traditional way to do it, right? There's a new world, and we're living in it loudly. Then there's a traditional world where the mega stars still have a certain way to do stuff, and it's not like this. They both work. But I just didn't want to cross her into this stuff, and then I even got worse and worse and worse, and then I crossed her into something that was just mind-blowing, and it was uncalled for, shameful, degrading, and it was just disgusting, you know, in every aspect. I don't take anything back of what I said, but connecting Brandy to that kind of subject matter is where I feel bad. You know what I mean? And that's where I apologize to the brands and what that possibly could have did. That's the only apology I made. And that's the only apology I will make. You know, I don't see anything else wrong with what I said when I'm defending somebody that I'll die for. You know, I just don't. But I do think about it a lot, and I know that I'm not like there, but I'm also not misunderstood from the family. And
What does that mean?
Meaning like they know what what my intentions are. And if you're on the front line for anybody you love, you down to take all the hits. Like for my kids, I'll go to jail right now and enjoy it to defend my kids. Walking into any place, an establishment, and going out for my kids, for their safety and for their well-being, no problem. Proudly. Same for my sister and my mom and dad and my close family and my close friends. So that comes with sometimes it comes with repercussions, and it comes with having to fall back for a minute and accept it. And so I just I wanna be close again. We're still all locked in, me and Brandy and the family, but I wanna be, you know, I wanna be there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the live, okay, so we're talking about from the live related to Shine and Mace and Cameron discussing Brandy. Let me put context. I have 5 sisters, you got 1, right? The one time I found one of my sisters on the phone with a man, I'm not gonna talk about what happened, but I couldn't even handle the conversation I was listening on the phone, because as a brother, whether you're a little brother or big brother, this is my sister.
Yeah, I'm going all out.
So I understand the crash. I crashed out.
Yeah,
So
whether she likes it or not, I'm going big.
She has no choice to accept it is what it is.
That's
so
how much I love you.
It's unexplainable. They may not get it at the time, but it's something that don't need to be understood when it's your sister.
It don't need to be understood.
So when you heard the video, because I will tell you, your video of the crash out, Shine, you know I love you. Mace, I don't know you. Cameron, I met you once. I don't think you know who I was. It's all good. I text that video to everybody that I could text the video to, because the Ray J that was live streaming that day, you had crashed you crashed out. You know that commercial where the crash out dummy hits the wall and just obliterates?
I'm that guy.
You were that guy that day. Suck my dick, fuck you, shit everywhere. I'm gay and I don't talk like that, Ray J.
Listen, and I meant everything I said, but for my sister, it's up. And I hope she knows that it's up, because I love you. And when you start to understand this new game, people are gonna get away with everything that they can get away with. It ain't my business how they talk about other women. It's not. But you talk about my sister, and here's what you're gonna get.
She didn't get that, or did she understand?
I don't know.
You haven't talked to her?
I have.
Okay.
I have. We haven't talked about that, but, you know, I love her, and she loves me, and we family, like unconditional. Like unconditionally, I'm with her. So if I don't talk to B for a year, it don't matter, ain't nothing changed. Whenever we get back on the phone, it's immediately the same. And I'm never gonna ever say anything bad about her or ever turn her down or ever not be there for her in any aspect. And if anybody got something to say, then let's rock it. I have no problem. I just want people to understand, you talking slick, I got you.
But when you look at Shine's video, did you take it as he was being disrespectful or he was just speaking on something in a time that he probably shouldn't have spoke on?
They was all being slick, all of them. You can watch the video. And another thing that bothered me, y'all niggas ain't from LA. Don't ever talk about you, the Lakers. Y'all ain't from out here. Don't talk about Kobe, rest in peace. Don't talk about Shaq. Don't talk about no LA shit. You know? And again, I'm not here to disrespect them. I said what I said. They didn't say nothing.
I saw you as Brandy's brother, a brother. Brandy's had a phenomenal year.
Phenomenal.
I mean, she's literally receiving all the flowers she should have received a long time ago.
Phenomenal.
I'm gonna give it up for Brandy really quick. Because, you know, everybody is season so the Black Music Collective, the Star on Hollywood, the tour with Monica.
The #1 New York Times bestseller now.
The last time we talked, was it us talking where we got in trouble for the who should be headlining?
Yeah. But think about it.
That was you standing, that was you, that wasn't you shitting on Monica. That was you.
Listen, I love Monica.
Yeah, I do too.
After all of that, and they went on tour, I mean, every time I seen Monica, she was just so nice.
Yeah.
And she just made us all feel so welcome, and she's just such a real soul. And everything I said and did that got us there to be able to get to and talk to Monica like this, and them go on tour, and them go on another tour, and then getting ready to do other big stuff. It's chilling. It's chilling, and she's awesome.
She's also a gangster. Y'all are both very similar.
She's one of the greatest people I met.
She's a gangster. Monica, no, I love Monica. I love you.
I feel her soul and how cool she is with us and how cool she is with the family.
Ray J, you're gonna acknowledge that you and Monica are both fucking gangsters. Behind all of, cause just like they almost see, I know you.
She's a real G.
Right now when you just said, I'm from LA, you slipped out a little bit. You pulled it back in.
I tried to.
Yeah, you slipped out a little bit. You and Monica both very similar personalities in terms of like where you come from and your passion, but you both love Brandy. I loved watching Brandy protect her protect Brandy, them go and really like the love for R&B and that, like those classic songs that and all the music that they both have created over the years that you don't really see R&B like that anymore. And to see two queens share the stage like that and respect each other is crazy.
But now after the tour, I'm a mega fan. Like even though we all are like fam, just when she performs, her and Brand, I just stand out there and just watch Monica perform as a fan.
Yeah.
I'm like infatuated. As a fan, from a fan space, it's just like, I don't know, she just does something to me.
Right. So why didn't you go to the Star in Hollywood?
I couldn't.
Really?
I couldn't.
So you all are fixing all that.
It's done. I mean, there's nothing to fix. If I fuck up, then my bad. But it's all good. I just gotta chill for a minute and then come back strong. But as far as like us being like that, it's like can't nobody untie us. But looking at what I be doing sometimes, I get it.
But you both are very different. Your sister, when I saw her at the BMC thing, I went up to give her a hug and she was excited to see me, kissed me on the cheek and told me how much she loves me, and then she ran away. She don't like this internet shit. She don't like the internet, but we the same person. We're just in two different She's a gangster
worlds.
too. She's Cinderella gangster though.
Yeah, but B is so real. It's like, even though we're the opposite, we're so the same. It's just I'm way over the top and publicly. You know, like, it's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Yeah.
And that's the difference.
Yeah. She was B Rocka. She think we forgot that.
Man, she's everything. and she's my best friend.
And now her daughter is as tall as her. How old are your kids now?
My kids are 6 and 7.
6 and 7. I felt like maybe time is just.
No, they 6, 7. My daughter turns 8 on the 23rd of May.
So now that you're a dad and your kids are 6 or 7, they have cell phones.
Yeah.
So when they see dad live streaming and it says shit everywhere, I'm gonna fuck you. And
they don't see it.
They don't see it.
They see stuff, but they don't understand. They'll see something like online, and it'll be like, I don't know, me and Princess are getting a divorce or whatever the headline say. Yeah. They'll go, Dad, look at you, Obama, yay, right? That's it. So it's my job to clear the air, especially with like this whole KK thing or this other shit, clear the air in the next year and a half, 2 years, because then they'll get it. When they get around 10 and 11, 12, they get it. So I don't have a lot of time to clean up the lies and put the truth in perspective. I would love to have help from the industry and from people who want to go hard for me or go hard for the culture. If they need to see any facts or proof of everything so they can be wowed by what this is and then come to my support, I would love that. And if not, then I'm gonna die trying.
So let's clear the air then. Jay-Z and Beyonce. Beyonce was backstage at the concert. You saw her and...
No, never.
You said you didn't...
I've never ever...
Didn't you mention that she was... You mentioned that she didn't take the picture with Brandy.
I wanted them all to say what's up and connect, right? That's it. But I've never been there when Jay-Z and Beyonce was at the concert. Never. Okay. But I've heard about it because as soon as they walk in, Jay-Z and Beyonce are here. They're the biggest thing in the world. I'm a huge fan of Beyonce, beyond fanatic fan of Jay-Z. So it was coming from like a, dang, can we all live? My relatives is here in certain cities and shit. Y'all here, they want to meet y'all. We just want to vibe. It wasn't from a dark place. It's just, you know what I mean? It's like when I seen DDG. It's like DDG probably don't fuck with me because we clash. But if I'm gonna walk by you, I'm gonna acknowledge you, DDG, Ray J, right man. Cause it's good sportsmanship.
Right.
That's all that was. But I think it got blown out of proportion. But I love Jay-Z and I love Beyonce. And so that was my point. Our love is so strong for y'all as me, as a fan, and I'm sure everybody with me. Every time I kept hearing they was there, I'm like, did y'all get up? Did they connect? They like, nah. Huh?
So they never connected the whole tour?
Nah.
But here's what one of my friends said, because see, everybody thinks that I'm messy. I'm not messy. I just hear things and then ask questions. I heard years ago, it was Brandy that gave Kelly Rowland business advice on not letting Matthew Knowles manage her that pissed Beyonce off. Did you ever hear that?
Never heard. I mean, I've been hearing so much stuff. I ain't heard none of that. All I know is that Brandy and Monica and Kelly all was doing the tour. It's the Brandy Monica tour. Kelly's on the tour. Brandy and Monica is like, Kelly, whatever you want. You know how certain artists can't stand on these stairs, can't do these props, whatever you want. You get all the TVs, everything. It's love.
Yeah.
So, it just was me being like, damn, how many times they go? 5 or 6?
And they never talked or crossed paths.
They just never crossed paths. But when Michelle Obama and, whether it's, I don't know, Patti LaBelle, everybody, they all pull up in Brandy room and just knock on the door and say, what's up? Because it's their tour, you know what I'm saying? So it was from a good place. And that's why hopefully when I see Jay-Z will let me if he's in the dressing room or whatever, I'm gonna go right to it and see if I can get in and say what's up. I probably won't be able to, but I'm good with that.
Yeah. Well, they're both icons. I do feel like it's interesting because when I started criticizing them, it was like Jason hates Beyonce and Jay-Z. I love them, but I don't think anybody's above my job and me having an opinion about them.
And I'm a journalist as well, and I'm an anchor. I'm a journalist.
Stop it.
Okay, so you shooting my journalism down?
You're a journalist is crazy.
I'm an anchor.
You're an anchor where?
On the Reality Check News.
So now you're a journalist.
And I'm also every now and then analyst for News Nation.
I've been on News Nation with you actually.
It was loud.
I told Kris, you may just get one of us. You don't.
I went on News Nation for a bunch of times.
Yeah, Not likely news nation. Well, but see, I think it's good to be able to say, I'm going to have an opinion about something. It's not a diss. I don't hate you. You're icons. I actually love you. What I'm saying is we want to honor you too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
We want our moment. Like,
and I don't think that Jay-Z and Beyonce took it
I think
negatively.
the internet does, right?
Yeah,
and
but I don't think
turned
they
it into
did.
something. Yeah.
I don't think they did. And I think Jay-Z understands my mission, and he understands family, and he understands how to be aggressive to get what you need and get what you want. And so hopefully when I see Jay-Z at this concert maybe coming up, if Brandy let me go, or in any other place, wherever Jay-Z is, I'm not gonna hesitate. I'm going to the dressing room to deliberately either shake hands with Jay and just tell him I love him, or say, Ray, you're not getting back here. Get the fuck out of here. I'm good with that.
If Brandy lets me go is wild. Why do you have to get permission from Brandy to go?
Because the only way I'm gonna go where Jay-Z at is if it's at the concert with Brandy. Where else I'm gonna see Jay-Z?
You're Ray J. You can get in.
I don't hang out where Jay-Z and them hang out. Jay-Z's got a big ass house out here, the biggest house out here. They could have hit me and told me to come through.
I've been trying to clear up this confusion that the internet created with me and Jay-Z. I will go to the house and ring the doorbell with you if you want to go.
I think going to
we
the
should
house.
live.
Listen.
No, listen. I have an idea. We might go to jail. Let's live stream going to Beyonce and Jay-Z's house and ringing the bell and trying to talk to them.
But they gotta be there. They got houses
well, we have
everywhere.
to figure that part out.
But listen, there's a concert or two coming up, and if Brandy lets me go, because I think they're all on the same situation.
Okay.
He has a dressing room.
Okay.
Going to the dressing room and either getting shut down where we can't get in, it's fine.
Yeah.
We'll deal with that.
Yeah.
Or walking in and shaking hands with Jay-Z. Both of them, I'm good with both.
You're gonna try it though.
I have to.
Can you live stream it?
Well, I don't want,
No, don't live stream it.
not walking in. If he
Yeah.
says I'm in, I'm turning my phone off.
Yeah.
But if he says no, then I'm keeping it on.
Yeah.
I'm still not gonna have nothing negative to say.
Either way
I
will
got
be
shut down.
entertaining.
I'm down for the no, and I'm down for the shutdown. I live for that.
So you and I were both together on VH1 with Love and Hip Hop. Then we both were on Zeus Network. By the way, congratulations on Love Cabin.
Thank you.
Which was wild.
It's probably the biggest show besides Baddies.
Let's give it up for Love Cabin. Because I really feel like the thing I love about the Zeus Network is they really have created, like Love Cabin, nobody's gone after Love Island.
Yeah.
But Love Cabin, y'all took it in a whole different direction.
It was dirty.
It was disgusting.
It was filthy.
It was filthy.
And that was the plan. A filthy host who's really in it for himself, who's single, who's trying to get in the cabin with somebody too. And also come up with these wild ways to connect people.
The
Through
putting your
transparent-
hand down the pants thing,
The
you
sniff,
crossed
all
all the lines.
I did.
Yeah.
And lines are made to be crossed.
Yeah. But it was also what I love about it, regardless of what you feel about the content, it is creating a platform people who may not have access to any other platform. Like when we did Love and Hip Hop, you know, I always give Ray J the credit for helping me avoid crashing out because I didn't get reality TV. And at the reunion, when I went in the back, I was literally crying,
Yeah,
and I was crashing out.
And I gave you that
and you
speech,
just smoked
like, yo,
your cigarette and
bro,
gave me the speech.
it's go time.
Yeah,
The worse, the better.
yeah.
The good, the bad. Like you meant to be here and go out there, and if it's the worst, it's the greatest.
Yeah, but I didn't understand what the hell you was talking about because I was really mad. But you're reality TV gold, production gold, and now you have your own network that you had the network before.
So we got Tronics, but now we got a new network that I partner with Whack 100 and Blueface and the whole squad. It's called Nothing But Content, and it's powered by Tronics.
So it's a merger.
It's a merger, but it's taking Tronics and the power system and the system that I have and then putting Nothing But Content in the forefront with Whack, with Blueface. Whack will tell you about all the other shows. They have tons of shows now because it's Nothing But Content. Tronics had limited content because we needed a leader. We needed somebody to lead the pack. And now we got Whack in the forefront and we got Blueface right there to do the crazy marketing with me and a plethora of other like dynamic marketers and stars. And so this Nothing But Content powered by Tronics, it's gonna be explosive. It's gonna be one of the biggest streaming platforms out, and it's happening in May, top of May.
But Whack, Blueface, and Ray J, it sounds like weapons of mass destruction.
It does. But then it's everybody that Whack is connected to as well, from the blogs to the streamers to the executives, to the Vlads, to the Adam 22s, and the list goes on, to the fucking Aiden Rosses, and the list goes down. It just goes down. It's just so much, right? And I think nothing but content is gonna come out so explosive. I think that we'll corner a certain part of the marketplace in the subscription world, which is Zeus, and then there's really nobody else. There's these smaller networks centered around it, but I think we'll have a chunk of the marketplace, and we have Lemmy support, and Lemmy has our full support, and we all understand each other, and we all know what our goals are. And I think every show that we're doing is totally diverse and different from what I'm doing with Zeus and what Lemmy and Zeus are doing in the future. So I think it all coincides together as opposed to it clashing. And so I think it's gonna be a mega hit and a mega splash from May all the way up until next May, where we could build this new unit, and then the people we put in play, the people Wack and Blueface put in play, will carve us out a certain solid number of the marketplace that is very healthy for everybody.
But that's what I love about, I always give Wack his flowers when he's not in the room, but like his ability to collaborate, and it doesn't always have to be a competition. Same with like Lemmy has carved his own lane. We've all been a part of that and doing our own thing. You were a boss in your own right before you got there, me, Nick Cannon, Wack, Blueface, and then we dip in, we do what we need to do together. I got Impact Awards over there, you have Love Cabin, but we all still do our own thing. But isn't that really what like Black entrepreneurial relationships should be like?
And so, exactly. And so now that it's like that, Lemmy and I are like that. Wack and Blueface have always been 100 with Lemmy, same with you. Me and Lemmy got off in the middle, a little rocky, which is...
You slapped him, or he slapped you. Y'all slapped each other.
We did all that.
We're past it though.
Like, yeah, my footage I didn't put my footage out.
You and Lemmy fighting in public was outrageous.
We were having fun, because again, we both think ahead of time. So it's all for a good reason, you know, and it got rocky publicly, but we always talked, and we always, you know, checked in on each other through the storm. And so, you know, when Lemmy called me for Love Cabin, it was a no-brainer. It was like, we're back.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that from him, and I appreciate his expertise, because he's done some amazing things, and he's found the way to success in the streaming world outside of Netflix and Amazon or Disney or HBO, right? Zeus is a force to be reckoned with, and it just keeps getting better, and it's just strong. So now Nothing But Content is gonna be another wave of content, another side of it that just reeks just people going and subscribing and being entertained, because it's all out of control. But it's totally different from the shows on Zeus, but it's so the same with the people and everybody that loves loud content, you know?
Well, and this year, Zeus is doing the Impact Awards, and you'll come this year.
Well, yeah.
But
can I present?
I need to get back to you on.
Well, can I get an award?
Okay, there is an award to be had this year.
Give Ray J the Crash Out Award.
I actually have an idea I want to tell you about outside of here. We actually don't have a Crash Out category right now. I relinquished my Crash Out crown.
Shout out to Fat Joe. He's a serial glizzy eater. Shout out to, he said that. Shout out to Jada Kiss. I love their show.
Wait, but why does Fat Joe get shots fired right now? How did the glizzy
Fat
eater
Joe's my
come
friend.
On? That's my friend too.
He's not like, he's a colleague, but I look at him as a friend because I'm such a fan.
Yeah.
But he said, yo, son, I'm a serial glizzy eater, yo. It was crazy.
That was positive.
But he be having all kind of stories. I love his stories. Like, I be watching Fat Joe just for him to say, yo, I came down there with 75 dudes, 20 kids. We took everything out the mall. They all came and ran to me with toys. They gave me all the toys. I robbed everybody in there, son. I love that. Shout out to Fat Joe. I haven't done their show.
I haven't either. He invited me, but then wasn't in town when I was there. I don't know if that was strategic or not. Now, he is a real one, though. Fat Joe is a real one.
Well, he's very strategic, too. And he's a genius at what he does, and he's a survivor, and he's an executive from long ago, even till now. So shout out to Fat Joe and Jada Kiss. Shout out to Mano too and their show too.
I haven't been on that one either.
I love Mano's show.
Yeah.
I love Mano's show with Dave East and Jim Jones.
See, they haven't invited me on their show yet. I think, I was just recently in New York. I did Sirius Shade 45. And when I went
Rest in peace, K-Slay.
I was moving from like interview to interview to interview, so I couldn't really read the room when I got in there. I didn't know what energy they had. I thought they were coming for me. So like I can, like you, I can, whatever you want to do.
Nobody gonna come for you because what you can do is go doo-doo-doo.
Hold on. So I had my managing editor from Hollywood Unlocked in the room who has she has all the triggers,
ready.
right?
She's ready to go.
So right when I go in, I don't know where the energy's going. First thing he do when I walk in the room, he says, "Oh, Joseline's here. You come sit on my lap."
Who said that?
Hold on. Listen, Ray. So I look at him like, ha, 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 ha. Oh, the radio's on? Oh, okay. So then he get to popping off, and then he said something. I said, "Oh, you know what's so crazy? Hollywood Unlocked really will dial in. We know all the bitches you fucking around on your wife." And then he like shut it down like, yo, I'm having fun. I said, okay, I just need to know the energy.
You just need to know where we come, where this is going, so you would know how to go.
I feel the same way though.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're rational. You're an entrepreneur. You're a proud father. You're a proud son and brother. Like you really have earned your spot in the culture. I don't know what you're doing with this rag on your leg.
I want to design it.
And you're highly entertaining. Do you ever fear what streaming can do to your legacy, given that there are no guardrails in that world?
Listen, my legacy hasn't even been carved out yet. I think my legacy starts when the truth is laid out. Other than that, this is all just the preliminary. Like I can't be great until the truth is set in stone. So all of this shit, everything I'm doing, it's all just preliminaries. It all wipes itself clean once I finish with my journey. I wish I could move it faster and the culture will jump in and go, yo, we want the truth. Like, not only do we want the truth, we demand the truth. For all the people that's out here supporting y'all, like, you gotta just there's 2 things or 3 things we need to know. And put them out on the table or we boycotting. That's it. But nobody's gonna do that because nobody got the balls to do it.
So let me ask you this: when before you had talked about feeling suicidal and the mental health challenges, do you feel like more free now that you're putting everything out? Like
no, I still feel suicidal. I still feel like my life's in danger. I still feel like at any point, like I can get sick and die, and they think that it was my sickness, but that wasn't that. I got poisoned. I wasn't sick. They made me sick. Like, I didn't jump off the roof. They pushed me off a roof. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't OD. They OD'd me, right? Somebody came in and OD'd, hit you with the shot, you die, boom. He OD'd, done. If I do any of that shit, any type of shit like that happens to me in the next year or 2, I don't give a fuck if I have a heart attack. They did it. They did it. I can only say they because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
Whoever they are.
No, I mean, we all know who it is, but they did it. They did it. I heard Ye was concerned for my life too. And shout out to Ye, man. He's one of the greatest prolific minds of our time and in all generations. You know? That doesn't mean he's not going through something every day. And that doesn't mean that he's looking for his mind. Because I'm looking for mine. I'm looking for my mind because I lost it.
When you see Ye and now him coming back with the concerts and all that, do you think that the world's ready to forgive him? And should they?
I just look at it like, wow, it was good to at least spend some time with you and get to know you. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how you feel. I know Candace Owens connected us. And we spent...
Candace Owens connected y'all?
Yeah.
What is your relationship with Candace Owens?
I love Candace.
Stop it. Ray J, are we almost done? Stop. You don't love Candace Owens.
I love Candace Owens. I mean, I'm saying she's for what I've done and did with her and experienced her, I do love her. Now, I'm not talking about I love her like I love Brandy or I love my friends.
Right.
But I love her as a journalist. I love her as somebody who stepped out and tried to connect me and Ye when we was both going crazy on the phone and it was active. She calmed it down. She worked it through She got us on a plane. Me and Ye took a jet, just us, and we flew to Candace's house.
No, you didn't.
I swear to God on my kids.
Candace Owens was the bridge for the culture and taking you and Kanye to her home?
No, so we went there, we flew to her home. We went to her premiere that night. Ye and her spent time the next day or two. We went to Kid Rock's house. We slept in the airport and on the couches in the FBO. We didn't check in the hotels. Pilots was getting called at 3, 4 in the morning to wake up to fly us to the next place.
Are you serious right now?
I promise you.
Why were you at Kid Rock's house?
I don't know why. We were there.
You, Candace Owens, Kanye West, and Kid Rock.
So we spent time with Candace Owens, then we spent time with Kid Rock, but then we also went to the premiere. We also went to the bank. We spent like 3 or 4 days on a jet, just going anywhere Ye wanted to, in the midst of all the turmoil.
So now that Kanye you've seen what he's gone through with the Kardashians, he saw what you've gone through. Have you all at least trauma bonded? Because you both have your own experiences.
Nah, we haven't yet. We only spent that 1 week, and then like he came and did the concert and shit, standing on top of the world, but I wasn't up there standing with him. I should have been.
At SoFi? You should have been on the globe with him.
Should have been standing on top of the world with him.
I think the Kardashians, they were at the concert though.
Kanye West gifted me a Balenciaga Ye collaboration. Shit's like 20 bands, but it's a straight jacket.
Why he give you the straight jacket?
I don't know.
Is that symbolic for something?
I would think so. It's like upside down, so it's 2 ways. So
yeah,
he gifted it to me and shit. He made me give him $20 too, but yeah, man. I was like, damn, I think the homie think I need to be in the psych ward.
Wait, when Diddy gets out, who's in trouble?
Everybody. I'm in big trouble.
You're in trouble?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Probably because you was on Cuomo.
But I only supported Diddy.
Yeah, but
this whole time, and everybody thought I wasn't, but I was through this whole time.
But when you watched it all play out, Capricorn, Cuddy.
Me and Capricorn grew up together.
I remember
That's like my sister.
I remember Cap.
Like me and Cap grew up together. That's like my sister. Her and Stormy.
I just saw Stormy recently.
Stormy's
the mother
like family.
of Suge Knight's kid.
But we don't talk anymore from all of this wild shit. But I love Stormy and I love Capricorn. I don't give a fuck how they feel or what I said about Diddy and how whatever. Capricorn, I love her. Diddy knows I love him. Stormy knows I love her.
But when you saw all the people testifying, were you just making notes saying, oh. Because I kind of feel like everybody thought Diddy was going to be in prison for the rest of his life. And now...
I didn't think so. I thought he was going to be out sooner than this.
The way that the government came down on him, stopped his plane, took passports, refused bail, put all these charges up. I mean, at that point, you thought it's over for him.
I was like, when I started to watch the case, it was all over the place. And then it got weird and it got false when I think his representative asked the girl, do you know Ray J? And she goes, huh? Do you know Ray J? She's totally confused because it came out of nowhere. This is on the stand. Mm-hmm. You know the one that sings sex? Did he sell you the drugs? Is Ray J your drug dealer? Is he the one who sold you?
They asked them that in the court?
Yeah, under oath to one of the girls that was testifying. She didn't even know what to say. She's like, she kept pressing it. Did Ray J sell you the drugs? That's what we heard. We heard Ray J did it. She's trying to understand if it's Ray J, if it's I don't know, Ray Leonard, if it's Ray whoever. And they tried to press her and she's like, I still don't know. Then when she walks out, they're like, how do you feel about Ray J selling you drugs? You know he sold drugs to everybody in Hollywood. He's been doing it for 20 years or something weird. And that's when I went, okay.
I never heard that.
I was like, this is a sham.
Yeah.
Because I'm Ray J.
Yeah.
And so after that, I went to the studio with Boosie and we did a song called Drug Dealer.
Because you're trolling.
I'm just poking.
Yeah, you got to make something out of the nonsense. But do you think when Diddy comes home, do you think he's going to turn a new leaf or vindication? You think he's going to turn a new leaf?
I think he's gonna turn a new leaf. I think jail will do that, and I think any kind of like extracurricular activity outside of what's supposed to be done in the new school of Diddy would be asinine, and then and I don't think he wants to go back.
Okay.
I mean, I did 11, and that shit was tough, bro.
11 what?
Hours. It was a long time in there, man.
11 hours in jail.
Yeah.
It changed your life?
I did 11 and 9.
Did it change your life?
I did 20, bro.
Hours.
I mean, he could have just left it at 20, but yeah. It could have been days, it could have been months, but no, I did 20. I did 11 on Thanksgiving. Yeah. I mean,
In the LA County jail? Las Vegas?
I was in Beverly Hills, and then I was, I love the Beverly Hills Police Department.
I went to jail in Burbank.
Burbank's cool?
Nah, but Burbank and Beverly Hills, we weren't really in jail. We was just
Burbank is dope too.
We spent the night and then had the keys to the room.
I was in San Fernando Valley.
Okay,
I was chilling.
it's not LA. 9 hours in the San Fernando Valley jail is not LA County.
So here's the problem. After 5 hours, I was in there by myself. I'm like, I need to be around people. I need to tell them what happened. Take me to the county. Take me somewhere where I could be in there around in a circle of people and I'm just talking shit for 10 hours.
Yeah.
It's gonna go by
Make
faster.
the time go fast.
Yeah, where the people at?
Yeah. I was in a room with this Mexican dude that didn't speak English and I kept waking him up to play cards and he was cussing me out in Spanish. I knew then I didn't belong in jail.
They put me in some kind of private jail, private little thing where one dude was next to me and he kept jacking off saying my name.
When can people catch you streaming? Like, what are
So the interview's over?
We're gonna get to some games, but I think at this point we're now in jail masturbation, and with the gay agency, that Ray Pride, I think we've covered all the bases. Shit everywhere. This literally is gonna be everywhere.
You think?
What? It's the Cabo 1, 2, and 3 for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you the footage. So she's like, are you putting up Cabo 1 or Cabo 2? And I go, nah, this is gonna be for the DVD.
You don't have that on video.
I got it.
Wait, save it. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, let's just.
I'm also gonna send you the contracts and I'm gonna send you the DMs because you need to run the DMs on the podcast too.
Let's get to the games. All right, over here at the Joseline Show, we like to play games, and these are games that go viral. This first game, name drop. It's really simple. We're gonna put a person's face up on the screen, and Ray J is gonna look at it.
And tell me how they pussy smell.
Well, you could do that too. The first thing that comes to mind. All right, this first person, Diddy.
I love Diddy, man. A real true soldier, survivor, boss. He implemented so much knowledge in like the business side of things to where you always be professional, you always be on time, always give you 1,000%, but don't ever not be black and be who you are in these boardrooms because they not gonna get it until you turn into a.
What'd you think about the 50 Cent documentary?
I love 50. He's cool. 50's another colleague of mine. He's another super big marketer, troller. He's a controller. A controller's like if you're in the gay community, a gay lord. In the trolling community, you're a controller.
Yeah.
He's a controller. I think he's dope. I mean, I thought the documentary was cool. I know Puff. I think my favorite part of the documentary was the Lil Rod moment.
Why was that your favorite part?
Because I'm watching it, I'm like, I like this, it's cool, I'm into it, but then he's like, yo, and then I woke up. I didn't know where I was, and I was like, ooh, I'm feeling a little, and then I took it on for myself to be Lil Rod at the casino. So I'm like, I'm Lil Rod, and then it cuts right here, it goes, boom. Diddy took my ass and all that shit, right? But I was being him, but that didn't how it read. And so I went viral for the wrong thing. And I think that backfired because I was joking about somebody who was actually going through something. And that joke wasn't necessary. And so it backfired and now they thought Diddy took me when Diddy don't even take me. Shooting pornos with and coming in there as a woman don't mean that you know what I'm saying? That you taking just an entertaining pornographic film they're shooting. That everybody's in character. And I get it now. Free Diddy.
Isn't it hard though to imagine like
Pause.
Isn't it hard to imagine though that like one of the cultural sayings of take that that came from Diddy now plays out different now that we've seen everything?
I think that I think that take that. I use it in a couple new songs coming out. Young Diddy in the pussy. I told her take that.
That's not a lyric. That's not a lyric.
It's in one of my new songs. She gave me head in the Maybach and got $1 million check back. 80,000 for the diamond rope. My crystal shining like a meth lab. So, no, Diddy's always will be one of my mentors. I wish I could say the same for Suge. I think Suge and I need to get back on the same page, but I think ever since Diddy and I became super close, Suge started tripping.
But I thought you became the owner or CEO of Death Row Records.
No, I just Suge signed all of his life rights over to me.
And then Snoop came and bought.
He bought Death Row. And Snoop's my cousin.
And you and
he's
Snoop
mad
are
at me
family.
too. Yeah, but he's mad at me.
Why is Snoop mad at you?
I was talking shit. Me and Daz was talking, my other cousin, and I got emotional.
Okay, but you could fix that.
Yeah, Snoop's my cousin.
Do you want to fix that?
Well, I mean, I want Snoop to just curse me out and get mad first and just get it out the way, and then let's get back to the program.
Okay.
But I love Daz too, he's my cousin.
Okay. All right, this next person, Lemmy.
Love Lemmy, man. Through the ups and downs, he's a pioneer in this game. He has evolved into something that nobody would understand, because when I tell you how much money he's making off of all the stuff that we love to do and create, it'll blow everybody's mind. But you have to understand, he's a scientist. His family's always been scientists in this game, owning networks and radio stations. For him to find that right product, the baddies, the conversation, Love Cabin, One More Chance, the Joseline show, these things have catapulted him into something that is gonna be remembered for thousands and thousands of years to come. He's broke the ice on subscription-based platforms. He's the first one to go platinum. He's the first one to see 1 million subs and continue to sustain it. So he's also a pillar in putting money in a lot of people's pockets that would never see that kind of money. And so not only do I look up to Lemmy, I respect him. I love the ups and downs that we had that got us closer. And I think together, we all just watching each other do things that are successful, and then when we could all collaborate, it's
and
magical.
paved the way for
Absolutely
the Tronics merger.
Yeah, like nothing but content, powered by Tronics. I think we will have the support from Lemmy and Zeus and the whole squad, and having that support branching off a new network instead of it being the opposite is amazing, man. And so we're looking forward to it. And we're looking forward to Lemmy coming in and collaborating with us with MBK, Powered by Tronics, and Zeus.
Nice.
Looking forward to it.
Okay.
Shout out to Lemmy. Love you, brother. Oh, he also got me this watch.
Lemmy just got stupid money. He's never bought me a watch. Lemmy.
I didn't want to tell you because like we real close, me and Lem, but he got me this
he didn't
watch.
get me a watch.
But he got you a whole Impact Award show.
He give it up for the Impact Award show. He did, but I mean, the Impact Award show ain't iced out in my studio.
It's impacted.
It is impact. It's impactful.
You know, if they give me the Ray
One thing
Pack
I will
Award,
say about Lemmy, everything Ray just said about Lemmy, I underscore. But also, he pays well. Like he pays people what they're worth and their value, and he's a great person.
he doesn't hesitate.
Okay. This next person is
Shout out
one
to you, Lemmy.
of
Love
my
you, man.
favorite
Thank you.
artists who I know you have something to say. Faith Evans.
I love Faith Evans. She's still mad at me.
Why is everybody mad at you?
So you know why she's mad, but you're asking the question because why would you put up Faith out of nowhere?
First of all, don't assume I know anything.
Okay.
I'm just asking.
You're good. I don't think Faith is mad at me no more. I don't want to say why, but I said that her and Tupac was doing some shit, but maybe it was vague. Maybe it was cloudy in my mind.
You say you were young and saw her on Tupac's lap. Now, why would you say that? Because I just had the RZA on my show, where the RZA brought up the one thing in the world about beefs in hip hop, where he talked about Tupac taking a shot at Biggie saying, "I fucked your wife." Faith has said that never happened. And then here comes young Ray J that said he walked in a room and she was sitting on Tupac's lap.
Faith, I'm gonna plead the fifth on this one, but I mean, let's talk about it. But because again, talking too much is one thing. So I'm not gonna do that. And I love you. And again, right before Big died and C's to tell you, like I was with Big and C's like a day and a half before Big died. They invited me to the fucking Four Seasons and we smoked out and chilled all fucking day for like maybe like 13 hours and shit. And then like a day and a half later, Big was gone. But he was a real cool nigga. We had a lot of plans. Shout out to Lil C's, because he really put that shit together for us. He came to the Moesha fucking party we was having. He found out I was smoking weed. He's like, yo, Biggie wanna smoke you out, yo. I went back, smoked with Big, then ended up chilling with the homie all day, and then that was it.
It's crazy sitting here listening to you talk about Big and Tupac, which are like the biggest artists in the world.
Tupac came to my 21st birthday at the Hollywood Athletic Club, chilled with us all night. But I mean, he was with Suge all the time too, but me and Suge hung out majority of the time, or me and Snoop and Corrupt and Daz.
Do you ever think back to all those like iconic times where like legends that those of us who see, because I've met Biggie before, I never met Pac. But do you ever think back in your mind of just all the different legends or icons you've like befriended or hung out with that are gone now?
Not really, because I feel like I can see everybody as like creators, but not how people on the outside see them. Mm-hmm. But I admire it all. And I was only like 14 in the 90s, but I was running through the 90s like a soccer game, and every chick in it. And they was fucking me, 14, 15.
They were grown?
What?
Wait, weren't you and Adina Howard? Didn't y'all have something going on?
Nah, me and Heather Hunter.
Heather Hunter.
Yeah. I never said that to nobody. You're the first.
Well, this whole interview is viral, by the way.
I used to go over to Heather Hunter house and knock her all the way down.
Wait, but how old were you?
I was probably like 14, 15.
No, you weren't.
I swear to God.
Heather Hunter, the porn queen?
Yeah, she was probably like, she had to be 25, 30 at the time.
Okay, now I don't want to bring the show down and normalize this, but that's molest.
It's Heather Hunter.
I get it. In our community, we don't see
and
it
so,
that way.
So people don't, they don't feel my pain. They just feel my pain.
I'm not doing that with you right now. Go ahead, next name.
Shout out to Heather Hunter though.
That was a shout out for sure.
Yeah, no, Heather Hunter was a shit.
She'll see it.
Brandy's my favorite person in the whole wide world. She's the same as me, my right hand, my ace boom coon. Like, at the end of the day, I'll be messing up and I'll be messing up. She understand me though.
She loves you.
She understand me at anybody, and I love her. She can do no wrong. I don't care what she does. It's all good.
Okay, can I tell you that we've tried to honor her at the Impact Awards. I don't know if it's Ryan, her schedule, or whatever. We have not been able to do it.
Okay, honor me, then I'll make sure you honor her.
Is that the deal we're making right here on the Joseline show?
For sure.
Yeah, but I want to honor you for you, not for that.
No, honor me. She's gonna pull up, and then we honor B next.
Okay.
Like show her that, yo, this is what being honorable looks like. And then, yo, B, it's your turn next year. You know what I'm saying? If you want to fuck, I love it. I'm gonna do it. Boom. So
She's terrified of us for no reason.
Just honor me first.
Okay, we'll talk. We'll make it happen.
That's a janky deal. Like, yo,
That's some
shit. Honor me, fam, and then we'll honor B. No, I'm joking about all of it.
No, you saw it on record. Okay.
Nah, I'm joking about all of it. But if you did, she'll come to the awards.
Yes. Okay.
But I don't want to be honored. I don't deserve to be honored.
Okay.
I'm a dirty.
First of all, you are dirty. That's not true. You've done a lot and contributed a lot. You just said you're a filthy journalist and shit everywhere. That's still, we need to let a year pass.
I said I was a filthy host for loving him, for loving Love Cabin.
We need to, yes, but we also need to let the shit everywhere pass maybe one cycle. We just need 1 year.
Okay. So you're saying I'm too bad to be honored?
No,
Instead of being
I'm
honored
saying
for
you're too good
being
at
honored for being a risk taker, being a loving family member, putting it all on the line.
You're all that.
Selling 3.5 million earbuds.
You're all that.
Nobody's ever sold 3.5 million earbuds.
Ever. And you
that's like
you
going,
exited too. You sold your company.
That's like going 30 million platinum.
No,
My earbuds was $80.
Oh no, I for sure. The Raycons.
Raycons.
Yeah, the Raycons. That shit was everywhere.
I can show you the numbers on what we make.
You just showed me the number on the streaming.
I got the Raycon's way crazier than that.
Oh no, I get it.
Okay.
You have no. When I say like what you do, the shit go everywhere. Also, when you say the shit will go everywhere.
But it's like us that's independent, that's putting up all their money and that owns One Wish and Sexy Kinda all their own masters and been going in the trenches. We don't get honored for shit. It ain't about that. It's about mainstream. Huh?
Oh, see, first of all, you ain't talking to Kris Jenner. Stop playing with me.
I've never talked to Kris Jenner.
No, but you have talked to her when y'all were selling that tape. I'm saying you're trying to put me in the whole lump.
No, what I'm saying is, can independent niggas get some love?
Absolutely. We don't just honor mainstream. Are you the Impact Awards was not created. The Impact Awards got created off of them telling me I wasn't big enough to go to the MTV Music Awards. And I was like, I'll just create my own. I don't even need to come to y'all awards no more. I just create my own. Now I honor people for their impact, not necessarily their competitive nature and whatever they're doing.
No more further questions, Your Honor.
Yo, when you do go to court with the Kardashians, can you give me one of the tickets for the seats? Because I want to pull up.
No problem.
Okay.
I got you.
All right, I'll report on it.
You can get the whole front row.
I will report on it
because
live.
we have to go to trial because I'm not going to bow down to Goliath. I'm not.
That's the best way to describe it. Because that's what you're going up against.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
He knocked him down.
Well, you've taken him down before.
We'll take him down again.
Okay. Flat out. All right, this next person is your bestie, Diddy. I know you say he's a capaholic.
Like, I really do like DDG. I felt like DDG and Deshae and everybody, it felt like it was good for us to clash because it felt like a good clash, right? And so we clashed. I had no real reason to clash with DDG and Capaholics. I just did it because I felt like clashing made sense in this world. We've streamed together, and I definitely respect everything he's doing. He's a game changer, and he's definitely a pioneer and a disruptor in the streaming game. Mm-hmm. And you can't take anything away from him on that. So if I jump in and I'm talking shit, that's like somebody wanting to make sure they get into the biggest bout and the biggest headlining stream coming up. Mm-hmm. And DDG is one of the pioneers. Mm-hmm.
So you're giving him his flowers?
Absolutely, hats off to DDG.
All right. Boosie
I love
Badass.
Boosie. He's one of my close friends. I love Boosie. Like, we be going fishing. We got a new album coming out, 10, 12 songs. We already shot like 5 videos. We got a movie coming out. He got the Boosie bait for fishing. His bait, when you fish, he put his ingredients in it. Them fish come out of nowhere, so we doing Boosie bait. And a few other things, man. He's a special guy, man. And he's always had my back, and he's always been transparent. No matter what people say, believe in, he's gonna tell you his beliefs. He's one of the only ones that can be true, and he will never, ever get canceled.
No, I think Boosie told me I was his gay best friend.
Feel me?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and Boosie real, man. And Boosie love everybody. He got his own things and how he say shit, but that man, he one of my favorite people, bro. He one of my real friends in the industry. Dead homies. What up, Boos?
This next person, Tyrese.
I'm not fucking with Tyrese. Tyrese is trash.
Tyrese is trash? You said his verses was trash.
He's trash. My sister is his friend. So I have negative things to say, but it doesn't matter because him and Brandy are like that, and she always has positive things to say. So it balances itself out. But Tyrese is not my friend. He's disrespectful. He called me on the phone being disrespectful, talking about my songs was trash and I'm trash, so you trash.
And we'll leave that at that. You
talking
said
about he from Watts. Better calm down and put that turtleneck back on. Tank won, Tyrese was trash. What you gonna do about it, Tyrese? Nothing. Nothing at all. Trust me. Sorry. Tyrese.
So Ray J with the suit, he's done for the day. He did his community service with the flag. He pulled up with the tie. That Ray J is done for the day.
No, because I got to go somewhere else. So I'm going to go back to him, the other me, because it's getting nighttime. And then if they want to, like, talk about some shit, it's not going to happen because this is only for Jason Lee.
Okay. Well, listen, we got into a lot of things here. Lots and cease and desist to work through.
No, we won't.
Lots of depositions coming.
I just feel like if anybody sends you a cease and desist,
I ain't worried about that.
don't even just ignore it, because that's all that's all mind games.
Yeah.
Like, everything I said today is all out in the public. It's all out for everybody to read. They're the ones that's putting all of these messages out that I'm a stalker and a piece of shit and all this shit, and I've been living off them. I'm like, really? All right, cool. Like, that's the only reason why I don't like Alex Pyro, is because he's listening to what they're saying. He's being a lawyer that's believing in his clients, and his clients are deliberately lying to him.
But the truth always comes out.
The truth always comes out, but they can smell the truth as they keep progressing. You keep talking to me, my story will never change. It'll never change. It's always accurate, the same way.
But they can also smell the cash they're being paid to continue to push whatever they're being told to push. Right?
Eventually it stops, because you have to look at what you're gonna do successfully in your career with your firm, and if this is gonna take a massive hit, why would you wanna be a part of it? So eventually you're gonna back out. I just suggest that the Kardashians tread lightly, and understand that, like, this won't go away. The truth's coming out, whether you like it or not. So why don't we just get to it tomorrow and get this shit out the way? Pay me what you owe me. Pay me for all the time that you spent shitting on me and my family and the culture. Pay me for all the other niggas that you shitted on after you drained them out and didn't want to fuck with them because they didn't do what you told them to do. Pay me for what y'all said to Jason Lee with y'all lawyers, where he felt offended and probably other 500 felt offended too. Pay us all, right? Because we owed that. Other than that, let the jury decide the rest. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a hoe.
And I ask all of you in the culture, why y'all believe in them and not Ray J? That's how he feels. I want to know why not.
At this point, I've accepted it, and I've accepted that I love the culture, and the culture is gonna fuck with us. And when they got that guarantee, when that's that for sure, where you can see it all, and it's there, they gonna go crazy. It's just getting it there. It's gonna be it's a complicated, challenging journey, because if you got $1 billion and you got another one, then shit, just put 400 million into like stopping it. It's gonna take a while to stop that. But the truth will always set you free in the long run. Right when you think you're soaring through the sky, that's when it's over for you. If y'all don't think that y'all gonna run into the wall, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Yeah, okay.
Same Ray J, same antics, new network. I can't wait to watch it. I'm gonna do an interview with you when it's safe. I think it's not safe right now.
Why? We just
because
did one.
I'm motivated to be.
Oh no, we gotta do one in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I need it for our content, for nothing but content.
I'm motivated to be reckless with you, and that to me is a scary thing.
So how about instead of doing the interview, we do a presenting at the Impact Awards? You know what I'm saying?
This year.
Yeah,
This year's already locked.
Let me present Floyd with the gift.
Well, you did. It was a divorce from Princess. Stop trying to be messy. You're baiting me into mess. Now, okay, one more question. Given that you and Princess I wasn't gonna go
We're not
here.
divorced.
You're going through a divorce?
We're still married.
Are you going through a divorce?
We haven't talked about it in a while.
But you were on a stream with a girl who you told, and broke her spirit, by the way, that she will never be anything more than whatever.
I love her. She's a great girl.
You do not love that girl.
She's a great girl, Sheila. But I love Princess and I love my family.
Do you regret how you and Floyd's relationship just dissolved as a result of you taking his then girlfriend, your now wife, Princess?
First off, he had a lot of shit going on. He tried to come at me and tried to mess with my girlfriend. Him and 50 was talking shit at that moment, and then I turned into the devil, only to find an angel.
That you're now sending away from heaven through this divorce.
Like, Princess is one of the greatest people I know. She's the greatest mother for my kids. She has been nothing but consistent, and her stability for them has been outmatched. And I love her, and I got her back. No matter what we going through, she and I are related. We've created a new bloodline, and whatever she needs from me, I'm here for her.
So you are not gonna divorce?
We're in a divorce, but we've been in a divorce for so long, I forgot.
So you're still married, but you're divorcing, but you've been divorcing so long.
Put it like this, my lawyers just said we're done. They sent Princess a letter too. Hey man, we can't represent you guys. We're out. You know
Because
what I
it's
mean?
going nowhere.
It's just not going nowhere.
Okay.
You know, but it's going somewhere. We're the greatest co-parents of all time. Even though we got into that little thing, that's one bad day out of all these great days. We've learned to make adjustments, look at what happened, and never go there again. Learn from our mistakes and get back to being great co-parents and great friends.
Do you live together?
No. But I just took my kids to school. I stayed over there last night to make sure I got up. And I think our time that we spend and the transparency that we have together helps us grow closer.
Could she date another guy right now?
She's doing her thing anyway. We've already talked about it, and we've talked about it a bunch of times. And it hurt me in the beginning, but I was able to get over it and love her even more.
And you're doing your own thing?
At times, but not really.
Because you slept with 10,000 people, you said, right?
Well, I had a celebration at Booby Trap for 10,000, yeah.
And so
I'm at like 12.5 now.
You're not, yeah.
But honestly, like I'm not.
You need to get on prep if you've had sex with 12,500
Well, not assholes.
You don't have to fuck assholes that need prep.
I think, isn't it?
Because the gay agency's sleeping with women too, and the women sleeping with the gay agency, and everybody.
No. The gay agency not the gay agency that I fuck with. They strictly dickly.
I tried to wrap it up. Pause. Okay, so do you miss the relationship with Floyd?
No.
At all?
No. Even though Floyd was a good friend of mine, and I still consider him somebody that still. Yep, he's a dirtbag.
Who?
Floyd. I didn't.
Huh?
I didn't backdoor Floyd before he tried to back. He tried to. That's when he tried to get at, but he tried to get at Brittany.
Then 2 wrongs don't make it right.
Not exactly. So 2 wrongs don't make it right. So I'm gonna make it worse.
Just say you did that.
It's part of closure.
Floyd was a bad person to me.
But he's
a good person, but he was a bad
So
person.
when you on fucking 24 whatever, playing the piano in his crib.
That I never looked at one of his women until he tried to get with one of mine. Like Brittany, you know Brittany, from Compton.
Well, were you in love with Brittany?
Yeah.
Get the fuck.
Bro, I gave that nigga cocktail and I gave that nigga She did. She stole like $7,500. Yeah. But I gave him cocktail and Miss Berry, the 2 winners from the show.
You can't love somebody who robbed you of $7,500.
You can.
You cannot.
You can.
So you get robbed, you can still be in love?
You got to understand people and forgive them and try
You're
to.
You're a Capricorn.
Yeah.
That's why you're toxic.
But I'm also a producer of ratchet shows. So when shit's ratchet happening, I'm here to talk it down, and I'm here to forgive.
But you're on this mend of becoming this new and improved Ray J.
Yes.
This is your chance to say to Floyd, I love my wife and I'm grateful for my kids and I would never change that.
All right, let me do it.
But I'm sorry if it hurt you in the process and I would like to rebuild our relationship.
All right, so look, Floyd, listen. You know what I did for the team. You know that when I hooked you up with females and you got caught with them, I would call and say, nah, he getting out for me. I went all out my way. And then eventually you was feeling yourself and you asked me to hook you up with Brittany. And that's when I turned and that's when I started smashing everybody in the crew. And when I ran into Princess, I stopped. Because I always used to tell you, Princess is the one. Princess is the one. You're not giving her enough time. Princess is the one, but the whole time I was saying, Princess is the one for me. You just didn't know. Now, if you want to mend it, I've seen you out plenty of places and I didn't speak. I want to speak to you, bro. And I want to say hi. But I don't care if we never say anything to each other again. And that's on the dead homies.
That's not a way to build a bridge.
Floyd, bro, do not fight Pacquiao. Okay, because motherfucking the team is like, they're over there. And Jazz and everybody
He'll
is
beat
going
Pacquiao.
crazy.
I ain't worried about that.
He's not beating Pacquiao.
He'll beat Pacquiao. He beat
not
him already.
Not with Jazz and the Limitless with him.
He'll beat him. He beat him already. Wait, but back to you. You guys were like brothers.
We were.
All the energy aside, y'all were like
Jackie Long.
Y'all, you, Jackie, and him were like brothers.
Earl Hayes.
Earl Hayes.
which shot himself in the tub and shot his girl too because of what was happening in the midst of things.
He shot himself and his girl. I don't know what
He shot
all
his
that
girl
was about.
7 or 8 times and then shot himself.
But let me ask you this, as it relates to you and Floyd, do you think there is a pathway to you all rectifying that relationship?
I've seen Floyd out, and we sat on the same stairs together, and I've seen him with all the security, and I walked by all of them, and I never really even said what's up, but he wanted to know that, he wanted me to know he was there, and I'm here. He would have to initiate the first like lockdown and say, yo, let's get it back cool.
So you don't feel that with you and Princess that violated the bro code? Mm-mm. Because in your mind, Princess wasn't his main girl at the time they were messing around together.
I think Princess would have to say that and speak on that. All I know is that the way he was treating the whole like squad, nobody should have been treated that way. Everybody should be special, and everybody should have a chance to become great. Mm-hmm. So when Princess got with me, it was rough in the beginning, and then we became great. Then she became Princess Love, her own name, her own thing. Mm-hmm. And I think every woman that's behind somebody that's great or somebody that's an athlete or somebody they have a chance to be great too. Mm-hmm. They don't just need to be somebody's thing. Mm-hmm. They deserve a chance to be great. And that's the only chance I try to give every girl, even the homies, whether the gay agency, anybody. I want everybody to be great.
But isn't this why now the marriage has to work? Because then it has to all make sense.
I would love for it to work.
Okay, so then you have to stop streaming with all these other girls and you have to like...
The marriage can't work then.
What?
Because I can't stop. You can't stop doing what you're doing.
Ray J, you must be tired in this interview now.
You can't stop doing what you're doing. You're living a life where you're good with your baby mama. She's still my wife. We're transparent as fuck.
Yes.
So to stop being transparent again and start to move different, it won't last.
But you wouldn't be able to be married and she be off doing her own thing and you doing your own thing.
Well, it's like that already.
Now, but still not be together.
Well, we're together every day.
No, but I mean like together in a relationship.
A relationship, I think we're in the most, like, I love Princess unconditionally. And she's starting to love me now unconditionally.
Okay.
That means it doesn't matter what the fuck you do. Wow. I love you.
So
that's
you're
unconditional.
So you're evolving into what it sounds like she and Floyd had.
She never loved that unconditionally. He never loved her unconditionally. We're talking about something that you have with your kids where they can never do no wrong, or your mom or dad. Like the shit I be doing when I be trying to protect Brandy and I be fucking up. She might be mad, but she still love me because she already knows me.
She knows where it's coming
from.
And
I already know now Princess, and she already knows me now. So we're starting to advance into like this unconditional love. And it takes a lot of time to do that with somebody that you didn't birth or you wasn't raised with and was your own bloodline. And I think that's happening with me and Princess. Doesn't matter who she's with. It doesn't matter. I love you. You call me, I'm coming to your rescue. I'm making sure you're good. Mm. You need $10, I'll send it to you. Whatever I got. You need 100, you need 1,000, you need 100,000. Whatever I got, I'm gonna send it to you.
I could go on and on and on, but
I mean, you're giving me an explosive ending. I mean, this feels like redemption, even with my golf socks on. I mean, my like light stockings.
Give it up for Ray J.
Thank you.